Very annoyed at you that you're in T-Red's yard again.
Welcome back to the stories of those within us.
I have a fucking sassy-ass dog.
And I have a lemonade.
He has the
A
lemonade.
lemonade that looks like piss.
That
It's not actually...
kept calling it tea
Piss
yesterday.
lemonade. Shut
Yeah,
up! It was late.
Yeah, the cat kept calling it tea.
It was late.
And I'm just enjoying my taters and chicken strips with a nice
No, I'm
nice
sad. I don't got a soda.
of
Yeah,
I forgot to get a soda before I
hot
started.
buffalo ranch sauce.
And I have Chinese lo mein specific.
I had garlic bread earlier with some pizza. Made it myself.
I do believe Rick is ahead of us in every single aspect here.
Well, yeah, he has
Hold on,
fucking
I'm
Chinese food.
I'm gonna have to
Alright.
mute myself or
Alright.
deafen myself so I can hear the audio. So, Gerard, suck up and deal. Go fucking Twitch! Twitch!
Gonna turn on
Music.
music.
Who would like to give the race back besides Michael because he doesn't even know what happened last time?
All I know is I'm standing next
I'll
to
do it
a
in a minute.
crawfish.
Just let me fucking...
You don't know? You don't remember in Digimon?
I don't remember names, Gregory.
He's not even a crawfish. He's a lobster. There's a huge difference.
I have seen crawfish
Lobster.
bigger than lobsters.
That size is not the difference. It's the fucking body shape and claws. and
Okay,
all that
I'm
stuff.
back.
It's either
Back.
a crawford, closter, lobster,
It's a
or it's
lobster.
Are we talking
lobfish.
And Digimon is a fucking lobster.
You
Fair
wanna-
warning, that may not be the only time I end up leaving to head to the bathroom.
You know what? Make this easier for you, Michael. Ebi in Japanese is literally lobster.
He's lobster Dramon. That's literally it. Jerome, I do love that recap.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send it into Roll20. This is a recap by our parading penguin. Watch 5 share seconds because his computer is still busted. Recapped by me. Doug's cousins came by. They went to town for a big dinner. They hunted it themselves.
Well.
And then
there
Actaeon
were-
got
there-
eaten by his dogs.
If John got it. Alright. Serious recap time. Going with.
Dog.
We're gonna do Sherry. Not in 3, 2, 1. This is my first time doing Unsweet Rabbit. Last time on Digimon Digital Adventure, when we finally got a chance of rest at the Village of Beginnings, disaster immediately struck the next morning when we were jumped. The village was attacked by a pack of Fangmon led by the evil Poachermon. And he challenged us to a game, and if we refused, he'd set the dogs on the poor children. So we played along.
Yeah,
Most of
and
us
I'd rather-
went out to the woods.
I think I'd rather deal with Warlockmon.
And he played very dirty with this fight. But that dirty fighting did cause Devimon to digivolve to his perfect level, Neo Devimon. And that turned the tide to the battle, letting us win the fight in the end. And the Fangmon were all free. And
with
good
a nice
news,
belt to boot.
Ghostmon had.
I was
He's
gonna
now
say,
Bombmon now.
I was
And a
gonna
little
No
bit.
touching.
I wanted to do the recap out of meta, but alright.
Sorry, I won. Hopefully this time, hopefully today is a better day than yesterday on this episode of Digimon Digital Adventure.
Oh, and there goes Cherrymon, still trying to get his death.
Kill me!
Yeah, I won! He scuttles and trips. Fuck! The
not putting
pirates
a-
look to
we're not gonna-
they
We're
look
not gonna
to
put a
these
blanket
three
on
look
them
to
again.
each other and start doing like shaking their claws and stuff, counting 1, 2, 3. Damn it! 1, 2, 3. Ha
Again.
I win! No, you lost, you idiot. Wait. Fuck. Don't pick him up.
Rock,
I don't
scissors.
have to pick him up
Digimon
because
style.
you pick Rock. every time.
No, he picks paper every time. A Digimon can only choose scissors.
Exactly. Octomon's like, I can pick multiple things. I can pull my tentacles.
Yeah.
I hate rock, paper, scissors so much. It's not fair. Why are you so heavy? Water, kids. Drink it.
Also, I'm a.
Hydration check.
Like, yeah. Hold on.
Puts down my bottle of water. Not vodka. My kid does not have vodka.
Are we gonna have? I looked at Gamma. Are we gonna have to
Squirming
help?
tentacles.
This is why your crew is always the best to be around on Pokemon.
I'll go save him. Hey, Chairmon.
How did I end? I just realized something. How did I end up next to Jorge?
What?
That's
You're taking
that's
too
something
long. He just picks up Chairmon.
I'll roll with it.
Y'all hear Chairmon screaming in the distance.
Okay, goodbye, Electron. Thanks for hospitality. Let's
Please,
go before
please leave.
we're
please.
leaving. We're leaving. Let's get out of here.
Boom.
We're awkward.
Our way.
Yeah, Captain, I think we overstayed our welcome. No dirt. We always overstay our welcome.
When have you ever been welcome?
Oh, I can't
begin
control
with.
Bombmon.
That's odd. Did I not give you editing
You know what?
control?
Hang on. I
forgot to give you editing control for Bombmon!
I look over. Hang on.
There
Here
you
we
are.
I look over to Athen and Jorge, just like
Waymon will be in the
Never a
back of the
dull
pack. I am not placing this. This party is massive. That's why I deleted Chim's conveniently. Got rid of
But yeah, no,
Chairmon as well.
I literally look at these two and just go, never a dull moment.
I feel I'm not gonna live till I'm 30, aren't I? With the people I hang out with, aren't I?
Why are y'all go?
You're not.
Yeah. I think
Okay.
Chairmon landed somewhere over here.
Neo Devimon, Trophiumon, and Wergarumon X. That's 3 ultimates on our side. We don't know what else everyone can digivolve to.
If the evolution hopeful. Did I forget winter?
No, winter's over by Octomon.
Yeah. Devilmon
when-
says if we count it, I hope it's not correct. Lady Devilmon X.
Yeah, can we just not?
Dukaimon agrees. Yeah, let's just not.
Why'd you move maps, Greg?
Let's never talk about that again.
Yeah, that's more of a private conversation. They kind of butted in.
Yeah. And also,
No,
3 of them are...
it's one of those things where you feel the shiver of something being spoken. Let's never talk about that again.
Yeah,
How many
everyone
of you
just felt a shift.
Okay, let's count up kills. How many Holy Arcana did you take out? You guys take out.
Cherry says, I know we took out
There's 3 of them.
Cutimon, Pochermon, and Bunkurimon.
I'm asking the pirates, see if they got anything, so at least make our lives easier.
We were attacked by Equal Vigramon, if that's the name correct.
That doesn't count.
That's all we've encountered on the island besides all the other dudes. Never one of them themselves. They seem to be
So
drawn
there's
towards
still
y'all.
19 left.
I mean, it would have been easy if we killed one, but Captain Hookmon never found one. The only one that did attack us could have killed the captain quite easily. All of us quite easily.
Oh yeah. I don't understand why that one's just more powerful. What's a Equal Vigramon do? What makes him
Justice seems to be built different. That's what Sparrowmon says. And floats off to about the captain.
Captain, what's so different about Equal Vigramon?
Yeah, that's what she asked. What's so different about Equal Vigramon anyway? Vigramon are an ancient type of Digimon, remember? And very dangerous. Oh, Rowan died.
No, I hit rejoin as player. I forgot to do that.
Ah,
No. So, which way do we go?
Winter
know,
pulls
we're
up the
trying to-
map.
We also need to find Cherrymon. I didn't think I threw him that hard. I wasn't trying to throw him this hard. Did he die?
Yeah,
Nah, Cherrymon's
no.
durable.
I look over, just like from what I've heard, I think that would be a blessing, and none of us are that lucky.
Catamonga says, I know.
Jorge, you wouldn't happen to have a pumpkin in there, would you?
Why a pumpkin?
Let's get Jorge for the back. Ask get Jorge
Goemon
for a
says,
pumpkin
like,
in the back.
Goemon leans over, rotates in Jorge's arms, and is now looking at Michael. Like, you know how huskies are weird and they lean their head back? That's what Goemon doing in Jorge's arms.
I just have a random wanting for pumpkins. I don't know, they're good. They make great pies.
I want Jorge. Can I have a pie? Jellimon kind of slaps you in the leg, like, that's what you started.
You can just
I saw
shush
you-
too.
Jerome, the bag, you realize you pulled some weirder shit than a pumpkin out.
Yeah. We've kind of just decided that your bag is hammer space.
Alright, let's
Yeah.
roll that dice.
11,
Yeah.
there is no pumpkin. But you
There's
did
no
find
pumpkin.
But, for some reason, there are pumpkin spice Pop-Tarts in there.
Oh,
A box of
my.
pumpkin spice Pop-Tarts.
An opened box.
An open box, yes, but they're still pumpkin size.
Jorge,
One second.
So, and they're
This
covered in their
last
plastic.
year,
It's like,
Goemon's like, how the hell does all that stuff fit in your bag?
it's like, what is this? Why do you have rectangles in a box?
And also, why did it
ooh,
sound
pumpkin
dick?
spice. Do you mind if I have one of these?
Oh, do we need to check and see if they're stale?
Pop-Tarts don't
It-
fucking bad, dog.
Are you
Yeah,
sure
no.
they don't?
Dog.
They really
Trust
don't,
us,
even
it
though
doesn't.
they're.
They have expiration dates, but they don't fucking go bad.
Alright,
Yeah.
alright.
That's what
It's
makes
only
them,
3
they're-
years out
they're-
of date.
6 to 12 months. It's not 3 years out of date. It's probably you probably got it in November of last year, and it's like fucking
I feel a
August.
disturbance.
August now.
I feel.
so. It's almost. It's
I
fine.
look over to Tyler. I was like, I feel a spatial disturbance. What about you?
Not the only one.
Agumon starts sniffing the air. What's
We
that
don't
smell?
talk about it.
Bombmon says everything smells yummy. I smell pumpkin.
I'll go check.
Yay!
I pulled out I pulled out just a random piece of paper. Let's see. No, wouldn't be that one. And maybe Jorge just no, maybe. His
Oh,
bag has
also,
been
I'm
weird.
going to pull out $2 and hand it to
Yeah.
Jorge.
What
Yeah, no,
you
I'm just like
can-
his bag has been weird ever since we got here.
I think it's been weird even before we got here.
Hey, before we came here, it
Captain
seemed to
Hook says,
have just
"Found it!"
just a decent amount.
Yeah,
What?
Winter kind of fully sidles up and is like, could we get one of the Pop-Tarts?
Me and Dog over here just having a weird conversation. Like, how do we explain this bag?
Found him! Captain Pokemon says, no! Put him in back! Oh, no! You're fine.
Never,
I'm
a,
so-
like you said,
alley-oop. He says,
never a dull moment with these guys.
Did you throw him again? Do you realize how long it takes for him to walk?
Speaking of walking, I feel like we're forgetting someone.
What?
You know,
I'm gonna hand one of my
Where-
Pop-Tarts to Winter, because you know how they come in 2
Oh, so
packs.
speaking of, Rick, you need to move your tokens.
I did.
I don't.
Right here.
I didn't. For me, Winter was still right next to fucking. Let me refresh.
technical difficulties. Please stand by.
I'm just making sure I'm not bugging. Yeah, we're
You know
good.
what? Better yet, I look over. There's like, huh? He's gotten popular.
Yeah.
Though his Galmon says, It's unpredictable who would become next at Digivolve, and what are the odds? He looks to Tsukaimon and Dio, and they go, you know. The eyes, Winter, secretly. They're whispering.
I just look over to Tires.
Pluto, he's not being loud enough for you to.
No, I'm just not talking about that. I'm just like, let's just go with the flow, shall we, Tyler?
I guess. And gotta be more careful.
I don't know. I'm nervous, he says, if I'm being honest.
You're not the only one.
A little bit of me too, he says.
Yeah.
When you hand Winter the Pop-Tart, she nods and she mutters a low thanks. And I need to roll my torment to see if I a specific action.
God dang it.
Damn it, Rick!
First pancakes and now Pop-Tarts, Rick! Come on!
What is wrong with you?
This is just determining something, and if I succeed large enough, then I get rid of one of my torments.
If you fail...
I don't think I'm gonna fail.
You say that now.
I think Jeff
why did I have to say that?
You never say that, Rick.
I never.
Never. That is why you always fail.
Surprisingly enough, he didn't.
Yeah.
No worries, that's because I was...
he was
okay, here's the reason he didn't fail. I was talking him down.
Yeah.
You were talking him down.
Yeah. The dice were like, you know what? They're expecting it now.
Well, I guess I owe Jeff $5.
Yeah.
I reversed.
Winter turns to everybody here, and she says, also, I'm sorry for treating a lot of you like idiot.
Gumon says, well, apology accepted. I'm glad someone of lower intelligence realizes how smart I am.
Can we move everyone up just closer to this area since we were walking?
Winter finishes after Gumon interrupts by saying, I was always taught to see myself above everybody else, so it's hard for me to break out of that, but I want to connect with everybody more.
You notice Bonmon's spark light up when you say that.
Well,
By the way,
The
Winter,
little warm ember kind of sparks up.
I look over. By the way, Winter, it didn't bother me because, in my opinion, yes, I've been an idiot.
Yeah.
Tinkermon kind of just like pats you on the head, like, you're a big idiot. Like, you're very dumb.
Was that enough for me to mark it off?
Yes.
Tyler doesn't say anything.
Like, you and Agumon are two peas in a pod of level retarded. I would say no offense, but I mean it entirely.
Hey, we were stupid enough to set off an entire crate of fireworks in front on a Ogremon X.
Oh, also, I climbed Marine Chimera. That was awesome. I could die. Well, I can't die happy yet till I frickin'
Those two have a thin line
Examon or
between
something.
being a hero and being an idiot. Those two cross it every day.
Galmon murmurs, they kind of erase the line.
technically have no until you
Yeah,
will
point
find
taken.
across.
There's no line left.
Which one says, so, is there any towns nearby? Because I prefer not sleeping out in the middle of nowhere with being able to be attacked from any
Let
side.
me go check.
To answer your question, no.
Yeah, I'm checking the thing. The Digimon see if
The closest one is like a day away, and it's starting to get dark again. Y'all been
it's
walking for hours.
good news and bad news. You want to hear both, Witchmon? There's one close by. Bad news. If you want to walk the rest of the night to get to it, it's a day away.
Well, damn.
As you say that, Osamon just falls over, like, walking no more.
These fireballs, like, too close.
Captain Eggman says, if we're stopping, I might not have probably shouldn't have thrown Cherry Mon.
Don't worry, he's probably waiting in the next town.
Is the town that direction? He says.
Either that or I'll get his wish, but I doubt that.
I've thrown Cherry Mon farther than I've thrown him today, and he survived. How do you think I traveled him around without a boat? And or how do you think I'd get him off the boat when he roots into the damn thing? Speaking of, he says holding the plank of wood, I miss you, Jolly Roger. We will build you again strong. He murders to himself. Some of his crew kind of pat him on the back. We know you missed the boat. We do too. It was our...
You could always turn Cherrymon into the boat.
He doesn't have enough wood.
And do you seriously want the boat to talk back?
Yeah, no one in the entire left of the digital world, that'd probably be the case.
And maybe if we're lucky, Cherrymon could digivolve into a boat if he primes long enough. That's what Digimon says.
But wouldn't he just be screaming on top of us as long as to have him killed again as usual?
Hey, he might change.
Fair.
I feel like I should say something about old dogs and new tricks here.
Fair enough. That's the way Bummon not. Uh-huh. Waymon is kind of just floating behind y'all, like a good distance away.
Yeah. Well, everything's just going on.
Alright.
So he's
Character comes to a realization.
Crew,
Which territory are we in?
firewood.
Hey, Cat. More comes to a realization. Which territory are we in again?
Y'all are still... Well, y'all are in Pochermon's hunting ground at the moment.
Well, we don't have to worry about Pochermon anymore.
Yeah. Pochermon's hunting grounds kind of expand a lot. He kind of... Like the hermit, he really never stayed in one place. And y'all don't have to worry about him anymore, but because there's obvious signs of Pochermon, and y'all do notice Fangmon tracks that seem to have ran like a bat out of hell in a different direction.
I mean, they finally had a meal worth a damn.
I'm back.
Remember, they're sentient people. They killed them out of revenge, and now they ran for their lives to go back to where they belonged before, or try to start a new life.
Here's the thing. Revenge is a nice meal.
Best served.
Gesselmon just throws a fucking tree in the middle of the road. It's like, I got firewood!
Okay.
Captain just walks over and starts headbutting it, and then takes his hat off and tosses it on the ground. Just, Gesselmon, this is a fucking tree. I said firewood. It's made of wood. I mean tiny pieces of wood. So we don't burn the fucking forest down with us in it.
Anyone here
I
has
noticed.
Here has the Yeah, no, and that a tree would last literally days on days of wood.
Map? Huh? Map? Yeah. Oh shit, I didn't notice that.
What? I'm still on the
Yeah,
we're still at the beginning.
Why are we on the
Yeah,
village?
we're still on the
of
Village of Beginnings map.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we've kind of just been
winging
Yeah.
it.
An idiot. Look, see? I placed everyone here thought y'all. I had shit going on here. That's... Oh well.
Professionalism, everyone.
there has to be something every stream.
This was all... This was all cat.
Yeah. I'm gonna go find it.
Yeah, that's why y'all probably didn't see Cherrymon again, I realized.
Yeah.
Oh well.
It's really.
Well, hashtag nightmare.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, see? That's why I didn't really notice Rick move Bombmon.
Yeah.
Oh
Now I
my.
feel silly. Alright.
We were role playing on the fucking.
We were going off a whim, dog.
Yeah.
Well, it worked out pretty well, surprisingly.
Well, all we were doing was podcasting at that point.
Honestly, yeah.
Podcasting on the well, y'all role play on the wrong map.
I'm gonna go sit on a stump.
Fucking Octomon is breaking up the wood and tossing parts he doesn't need. It's like it makes a very fancy looking fireplace area. Ta-da! And then he lights it. Fire! Don't. Everyone's venturing too far.
Michael, get back here.
Justin just nervously hums a tune to himself.
Shuckmon just goes, finds a spot and lays down. Big floofy dog lays down.
What a day.
Victor goes over to Shuckmon and against him.
If you could see his face, he'd be smiling.
Yeah.
Bobmon is just like, he's very warm and big.
I'm just gonna sit down where my character's at.
He says, this would ruin my street cred, but I'll let it slide.
Don't worry, we won't tell no one.
Thank you.
That was funny and cuteness. Some weirdest way, like.
He says as you hear a soft thump, thump.
Winter gives him some stitches on his side as she leans back.
He was wagging his tail.
Yeah.
We figured.
It's like,
Just one no clarification. You think he was just fucking ground humping or something?
Only you would have thought that, Cat.
No,
Yeah.
I had to make sure no one would, because he's sleeping
No
like
one
a
thought of
dog.
that. I knew it was the fucking tail.
yeah, I figured it was the tail.
I am going to be safe. Winter, you do notice Ghostmon kind of vanish in a bag.
Which one you mean?
Which mod?
Which one? My bad. Thunk.
Okay, so no one messes with the bag.
Why does she
Yeah, the
need...
bag looked like it just fucking ate her pretty much.
Why
You know, I
does
just
she...
all I say is no one messes with the bag.
Why does she complain about going to a village when she sleeps in a bag? Probably with a bunch of beds and crap.
Well, maybe she just doesn't like society.
I can relate sometimes.
Live in a society.
I'm
I'm
gonna
sorry.
sleep under the... I'm
I'm
gonna
not
go sleep
sorry,
under this tree.
but-
Oh, I know you
Oh my
ain't.
god, dog, same mind, same brain.
Mhm.
No, we're not losing time.
Anyway, I caught
Same
in the
rain,
tree
different
and go to
type.
sleep there.
I noticed.
Where's everyone else sleeping? Going the NBC player.
I'm just right now. I'm just chilling at the moment under the tree.
Yeah.
Honestly, Justin's just staying up. No craps given.
Sleeping standing up?
No,
No.
he's staying up, is what he said.
I'm not sleeping yet.
Right now, all I'm doing is laying back for the moment.
Alright. Everyone's starting to settle down. Tinkermon pretty much just chills in your bag.
God, our shirt screens. Don't say shit, Jerome.
You know, I really need to get the part of the token where I'm actually wearing my jacket.
I mean,
I forgot about it.
Cat, we both forgot about that.
So was she just sleeping right on the fucking floor right here? Alright. Next suck.
Alright. Is there any other interactions? That's fun.
I did just send you something in private
Alright.
that could be an alternate thing.
I know, Michael, I have plans.
How are things going, Justin? I'm looking over towards Justin now, while it's still being in the tree.
You know, just the usual around here.
I'm gonna say the Cherry can't sleep.
No, I can't.
Gumamon's taking Jorge into the woods.
Oh no.
Yeah. How far into the woods?
I swear to God.
I'm just gonna
That was a
snap the
terrible
gun.
Disney movie, by the way.
Yeah. Can I snap my finger for Galmon to stop Gomamon?
If you see him.
You see him.
I'm pretty sure that fucker's loud.
Gomamon's being quiet, surprisingly. Don't be suspicious.
Don't be
Don't be
suspicious.
suspicious.
Hold on, let me just roll Galmon's fucking.
I would ask if I could roll perception, but I'm talking to Justin.
Well, I'm talking to
Wow.
Sherry, but Galmon's probably Galmon's perception.
Bumon is out.
Alright, while we're doing this, I'm just gonna send some nice Digimon fan art.
First, a slow ass sheet.
I'm personally hoping we don't run into another Arcana like Potremon.
Now that you said it's gonna happen. Does it help?
Had to jinx it.
Oh, it's your turn to be the jinxer. Well, that's not for me for once.
I said I was hoping. I'm pretty sure.
That's still quite the freaking red
This
flag
fucking
you're right.
page is taking too fucking long to load.
I am just seeing this as
Before we progress, spoilers on I do the rights to the map we're using. I also totally didn't edit it. We don't own the rights to any of the math, but besides the
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Dog, what'd you get for Galmon?
Nothing yet. It's fucking taking forever. Like, actually forever.
Alright, in meta, for some reason, I could see this as freaking... I'm sorry, I just see this as Tyler looking at his freaking device going through the freaking dial-up modem.
Exactly. Why are the Evilmon paired with fucking Blastmon from the Digimon card game art? Oh, that's a meme artwork, but so fun.
I mean, just the thought of Blastmon playing the card game alone.
Context that will not be explained.
Tracer's a 3d6.
All that hard work looking it up, that was obvious.
Shut
You
up.
do not. Galmon noticed something, but thought he noticed something, but then he noticed It's what looks to be just a little bug Digimon fly by. And he sits quiet, buzz, as Gomamon and them sneak off.
And they're gonna get killed.
Fun.
I swear, if this turns out to be as big as the chaotic stupid move,
You know what?
as what happened
This
in the
is that big. It is that big.
Michael died.
You know, I never asked. Justin seems to be one I talked to quite a few times.
You see a giant Digimon just land into y'all's surrounding.
What the heck?
Whoa!
I was about to start speaking to Justin, then I see that. It's like, it can wait.
Excuse me for interrupting. Are any of y'all the Digimon? He says, "Hold out a piece of paper," and looks up. Or did I find the wrong group of people?
It's us.
I have letters for all of you and other packages. It's from File Island.
Oh wow!
Y'all were really difficult to find. My pay might get cut for this. Heads up.
Sorry about that.
Sorry.
It is fine. It's a requirement of your mailman to where he needs to deliver his packages. No matter what. No, as long as it doesn't bring me into harm's way. And at the moment, I seem to be fine. He says that Pluto, Morgan, Pluto, I have something for you. It's a
Right
box. And a letter from Rebellamon.
Oh.
Oh.
Bellamon, isn't that what Pokemon
Okay. Thank you.
Winter, I have something from Winter, I have something from a Miss Garurumon.
All right, thank you.
It's a slightly heavy box.
Winter oofed under the weight.
Yeah. And I also it's another one for everyone from Miss Garurumon.
Oh.
Oh, one for Athens Jupiter. I has one from Grandma. Enough, sir.
I had to deal with that hot mess as it.
I'm trying to DM, damn it.
What? He wants to hang out with his uncle
Well, his uncle wants you to
and steal your socks.
And mess with you another way.
The other box is full. This box is full of assortment trinkets and breakable materials. Those from the children.
Oh.
Alright, so Gomamon cannot touch him.
What? So, I bid y'all farewell.
You
Alright.
hear that, Gomamon? Do not touch
He
me!
says, I need one of y'all to sign. I need y'all to sign a waiver to say you have received your package.
Do
Winter
I
sign.
notice that
You see it that says just random digicode for most of y'all, but Winter Zelda read it as
Yeah.
what it
Yeah,
Do
does.
I notice that Gomamon
Winter,
does not
Winter,
respond back?
can Winter write her name in digicode?
Kind of sloppy.
Yeah.
Your handwriting of digicode is sloppy.
Yeah.
That will do, I guess. One person at least needs to sign it. Thank you for using in Kawagama on mail service. May you have a fine evening.
Hey,
And
Dusty.
apologies for the late arrival.
It's
alright.
fine. Stay safe.
Wait.
He shoots up in the air. I'm sorry, what, sir? He's
Not you.
Up in the air. Oh. He flies off.
Gomamon did not respond to my comeback.
Oh, Jerome. Oh, let's cut to Jerome. And Gomamon specifically.
Time for the
As I
chaos.
mentioned,
Stupid.
yeah, this is that moment.
This is when Okuamon landed. They were pretty much out in the woods. Y'all could zoom into Gomamon venturing.
Oh no!
I knew it! This is that moment! That brings me up
Oops.
Seer!
There's nothing there.
Totally nothing there.
I didn't put anything on the GM
Alright,
layer.
Dusty. I got a dog with me now, so
I hope
Yep.
you fucking die.
Goemon's like,
After,
come on, Jorge, we need to digivolve to Ultimate. I am not gonna be one of the last to do this. I froze up against Lady Devimon and was useless against Poachermon and Bunkurimon and Cutiemon. We need to do this together.
This is going to end terribly.
Because the next Holy Arcana we see will kick their butts.
I wonder what Rebellion gave me.
Rebellimon gave you a bone. And in Digicode translation, killed this.
Thought it
Thought
looked
of you.
nice.
Thought it looked nice. Want to kick your ass. Hurry home soon. Love Rebellimon.
Better question, what kind of bone?
It seems to be a bone of what looks to be a weapon of Skull Satamon.
Oh,
For
shit.
Digimon translation.
Wait. You mean that bone staff is Skull Satamon?
Yeah.
Oh
It's
my god.
It's fucking massive. You cannot pick it up. Like, it is a massive motherfucking thing. It's like, what? What are we supposed to do with this? It's huge!
Jerome asked what's Dromon's crazy plan to Digivolve. I'm pretty sure that's what Jorge he said.
I don't know. I didn't think I'd get this far.
So, any Digimon expert, what is this? I actually
You put it. That looks to be Skull Satamon's staff. What? Where would you counter a Skull Satamon?
I'm guessing guessing Pluto's rival.
Oh, Jorge? Here.
Oh no.
Let me make sure to read this correctly. It's loading. Here we are.
Strap yourselves in, boys. This is gonna suck.
Yeah. You hear the sound of a woman singing.
Oh. Where'd that killer cat?
Bad time for that, Jim. We don't know what's happening with Jerome.
And now we're diving into hell and back with this.
What kind of singing? Well,
Can't really say anything about hell. I got a dang skull staff, which is not really wieldy, but still.
The song you hear, hush little baby,
Oh no.
don't say a word. The more you hear it, the more tired you. Mama's gonna buy you Kingbird.
Oh no, Goemon is lazy, so he instantly probably falls asleep.
Yeah, everyone else starts to feel well.
Joke's on you guys, I was already asleep.
Yeah, Michael was asleep, which, by the way, that's even worse for you.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So you're already affected by it.
Why?
Because everyone just
Why?
seems to naturally just start to fall asleep.
Why?
I'm tempted to do something, because it is something I have, but I don't think it'll work.
What do you want to roll?
It's
I can give anyone a chance at it who's not asleep.
one thing is the drowsiness is
Winter,
not
you
normal.
would have disadvantage on because you're snuggling up with the fucking dog.
Yeah.
And I
'Cause you
still
didn't say
had
you
the
would.
I still had the little spear thing of Tinkermon.
Tinkermon's out.
Tinkermon's out, but not the spear.
So you can stab yourself with it and not cause yourself to die from bleeding while you're asleep.
So this would just be a straight up
said
willpower check, right?
Yes. But you would be disadvantaged.
About it. I said I was thinking about it, but not.
I wish to try to resist.
You tried to resist.
I don't think that's gonna work.
Well,
Let's see. Where's the plus button?
Ooh.
I'm
don't
pretty
know,
sure I'm gonna fail it either
Rick,
way, but I'm still
how
rolling
far
this.
you away, you just naturally think you're just getting sleepy.
well, I might as well
You
try
cannot
it.
hear
It's not gonna go
Dreadmon's
well.
song. No.
Holy crap!
You
That's
rolled
probably one of the-
3d20, James. It's 3d6.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, sorry.
That's probably one of the. Wow, both me and James are pretty balling on our rolls.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
I said pretty balling, but
Yeah.
Probably still not more.
I'm pretty sure y'all know it's like something feeling weird. I don't think it's to stop you from falling asleep.
Y'all will saves, y'all notice. You'll try with all.
This was a focus, right? Or
I don't
Michael,
have drop sheet, so someone roll for him.
have
You said
the ability to.
you
But
said it was a
if I
will
was
save.
awake, I would have a will save. Yeah, I would have had a very high save if I was awake.
As y'all notice the a feminine figure approach as y'all crash into the. As the others just got comfortably asleep. Place tokens.
Oh no.
yeah, no, we don't know what Jerome's role is for it, so
Let me
Yeah,
open
Jerome-
up his.
Immediately, so I did not give Jerome a save.
Oh, so Jerome was like direct contact, so he can't get it.
Jerome was at ground zero.
Oh, no.
That's what he gets wandering off.
That's fair.
DM punishment.
You wander off your night. So everyone place your tokens on the map.
Somewhere.
And y'all Digimon are here.
Oh. That's nice.
I'm guessing it's just us in here, not any other Digimon.
Yeah, it's just y'all.
Where the
not even Tinkermon.
Not even Tinkermon.
What in the name of heck?
This is
Oh,
This feels familiar.
familiar. How, Winter?
Yeah.
I
spoiler alert.
had a nightmare last night. And it
Wait, oh.
was like this.
Oh, I can't place Jerome.
I can, I think.
Also, spoiler alert, Rick, sadly. It was more of a nightmare just that of your character, ironically enough. But it was setting up Chekhov's gun for Dreadmon.
I mean, pretty sure that she's assuming.
Yeah. Right, never mind. I'll continue. Let you continue.
Okay, yeah, no, I can't place from.
Place Jorge and Gomi.
I can place Goma.
Gomon's kind of just laying lazily, like, Hi guys, welcome!
Where the heck did you guys go?
I need to pee.
Say
I look
next
over just
time.
Wait,
Can
why do
I-
I not believe that, Gomamon?
You know,
I know.
I'm gonna
Well, it's obviously a lie, but we're just gonna talk about this later.
I need to pee. Jorge followed me to make sure I didn't do anything stupid. And the next thing we know, we're here.
I don't know why, I don't know how, but this is somehow your fault.
I didn't do anything. I don't think it was now. Gamon says. I think we should digivolve before anything happens.
Can we even do that here? What is here?
I prefer you not think about it. It might not even but try.
All right, I'm gonna try.
Not Mr.
Tsukaimon just fucking dies.
And no, Tsukaimon does not digivolve.
Neither does Galmon.
Neither does Galmon.
What the?
Bro, we're in shit's creek.
Oh, this is not good.
As you say that, you hear this. Y'all hear the sound of what sounds like a little girl playing and laughing.
Time for even more red flags. I got a bad feeling about this.
A little girl.
Michael, are you
What?
paying attention?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, no, just like I got
You
a
hear.
bad
You
feeling.
also hear the sound of traffic as the little girl is playing.
Oh no.
Oh,
Y'all can see it. What seems to be formed of what looked similar to Michael.
Girl, look.
And you see a boy that looks similar to him as well, and a slightly older girl that looks like Cherry, but still younger. They all look like little kids with a larger man.
Can we go get ice cream?
That's what the little girl says.
Pointing across the street.
Yeah. Then the little girl darts off as Dad says yes. He tells her to slow down as him and the little older child follow. The older children. Yeah. As they notice the little girl stop, and notice that she, from her point of view, sees something shiny as a large truck reaves trying to stop. And next thing they know, the older boy and the father risk their lives to save the small child. As you would just hear the loud screeches of a tire as they turns to black and screaming is heard.
God damn it, Michael.
Michael, that was your scene and you
He
ruined
ruined
it.
his own scene.
God
Nice.
dang it, dude! Don't
Any-
break my joke.
And Michael, how does your character react? Sherry's freaking out.
Right now, Ethan is turned away.
You were forced to see it.
Her hands. Oh.
Yeah, it's everywhere. Everywhere you
Yeah,
look,
you-
it's there. No matter where
Well,
you
she's
look,
turned
you
away
can-
from it was where it initially showed up.
Mhm.
She's on her knees with her hands over her ears.
And Rick, you start to hear a masculine voice start singing. With a little girl singing along with.
Oh no.
Oh no.
As you see the silhouette of what the place morphed to form with this still red fleshy tones. A kitchen. And you hear a feminine voice approach. And the little girl say, "Look, Mommy! Look what we made!"
It would have been
the
Daddy.
masculine singing
It would have
stuff.
been Daddy.
Look, Daddy. Look, Dad, my bad. Recounting real quick, it was Daddy.
Yep.
A masculine
Accident
voice.
happened.
The male voice says, "Little snowflake, please leave the kitchen. I'll try some of your. Of course, I'll try what you made. Hey, but I need to talk to our dear old chef." As you go off to play, now you get to see what didn't happen. The yelling and screams from the father as pretty much verbally chases the guy out. As the poor man is now living on cuts to what you see as the silhouette of him living on the street, pretty much cold and alone.
Finally.
You know, being, succumbing to the darkness. Y'all continue, by the way, the
We all see
singing
it or just
from Dreadmon has not stopped. Y'all still hear her singing.
I think I
The
know what's
different
going
nightmares
on.
form. Hey, Pluto! You notice the ground starts Easy for
Wait, what? Say again, Cat?
Really, Jerome? Bohemian Rhapsody?
Yeah.
I'm just a poor boy.
For you by that. It
Nobody
feels like you're just got the ground is starting to feel.
Oh no.
Is that question right? Can only he see it?
Oh no.
Everyone sees it specifically as the ground turns to a dark liquid. Plunk. As Agumon jumps in after you as you sink.
Yeah, no, I sink like a rock.
Morgan! I shout.
I can't swim.
Agumon's like, yeah, it feels like for Morgan.
Winter
point of
tries
view,
to
it's
break
like you're
free
swimming-
when she hears that cry.
It
Yeah, that'd
feels
be
like you're
screaming
trying. He's trying to swim. Like the consistency of the water feels like syrup all around you.
And make a roll.
Yes. Hush, little baby, don't you cry.
Be bravery.
Basic, yeah. I think so. What about you, Greg?
Yeah.
That enough?
Michael, I need you to roll that. As...
I do not actually have access to my sheet.
Why?
Why did you
Because I
inform
don't
me
have
of
my.
this? Like,
I just
This-
thought about it.
you incompetent fool!
We're surrounded by morons.
This is
Hey, look, my
ruining the fucking.
certification is to build computers, not to operate them.
You have the same role as me, Michael. Although in
Okay.
this case, wouldn't it just be the straight up torment roll?
Yes.
Oh, for him it's torment.
Yeah, I don't have a torment really relating to this as much. Like, it's absolutely something traumatic from Winter's past, but
I'm pretty sure Pluto's is not his torment either.
No, that
It-
he has,
The water thing is a minor.
yeah.
Awesome.
So roll 3d6 minus 5, Michael.
Alright. Oh, that's right. I had to add another one because of something that happened. However, if I do realize that something specific is causing this, yeah, I did not survive.
That is a critical failure.
So I'm
Your
pretty
sis-
sure we now technically know that you.
I
are not,
read
you
up
know-
on torments recently, and yeah.
So I'm guessing we now know that Athens is not, you know.
oh
obviously-
gee, it's almost like it's visual storytelling!
Point taken. Oh, just asking a question, jeez.
Yeah. You do notice something the ground start to ooze around Dreadmon. And some familiar faces start to form.
Oh no.
I'm guessing the rest of us don't have them. Gonna have that.
Oh. They're forming first, Pluto as Tyler, but I'm not done.
Mhm.
You hear a feminine and male voice. Everyone hears an echo. As you hear a little voice of, Big brother, I'm scared. Is everything gonna be okay?
No, not this again. Not this again. Yeah,
Pluto, you're kind of drowning.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
you can-
Everyone trying to swim towards you awkwardly.
You could probably, you know what the right thing to say, right, Greg?
What?
Winter's dove in.
Can you play for the child me, or should I?
You can play for Child Joe.
It'll be okay. I promise this family will not split apart. You have my word, little brother. We'll be okay. Criminal!
And then you hear your mother coming to you specifically, talk. to you in private, explaining that mommy and daddy might end up splitting up, and you might have to end up living with your father.
No. Ugh. Okay, I gotta roll my torment.
Balmon is trying to help, but she's scared of the water.
Yeah. What do I roll?
It'll be that's a good question. What do you roll when you're swimming through tar?
Oh, it's my minor torment broken home.
Athletics or endurance?
We're gonna go with endurance.
I just have to just roll a 3d6. Forgot it was my minor torment.
Alright.
Oh my.
James, you notice Petermon
Fuck!
start to form.
How'd they say that?
And some familiar face. Jerome, you recognize this one.
Mhm.
And then the visual images of Gomamon getting blasted into the wall of the hive of the Fanbimon
I forgot to.
flashes back in your mind.
The way I made my torments, I go from having fear and that my fear. I go from having fear to the fear turning into anger. So.
Oh, me and Drop both got an A.
Rick, it burnt. Like, your muscles start to burn as you're swimming down. You're not athletically built for this, as Agumon's just swimming as fast as he can.
Would I be able to apply my heated passion aspect to this?
Yes.
Alright, then I'm gonna re-roll with that. That's okay.
Dog Galmon socks you in the face.
Bah!
Sending you fly. Sir! I'm sorry to have to do that, but we gotta get focused. Look! He points over to this Jorge and them looking at the silhouette of Waspmon crawl out of the ground. And the others start to
You
ooze
gotta
out.
be kidding me.
Jorge, what do you do that you're being what almost murdered poor Gomamon?
Did he just
Michael died again.
I was about to say, I thought Jerome just fucking left.
By the way, is the 15 good?
The 15 is good.
So I'm guessing Galmon knocked me back into reality.
Yeah, Galmon knocked you back into reality, so bruised the fuck out of your face. Like, he went in swinging.
Sorry, I wasn't myself for a minute.
I do need to know what Jerome's doing. Yeah, James, you notice after all the morale. Remember your morality gray, James?
Yeah. I'm gonna be rolling it just by seeing that thing show up.
Thank you. Y'all do hear the. Oh no! Everyone's failing.
Hey, that's not a bad failure. It's not a critical failure.
I know. James
Actually, I do need to roll. I do need to roll something though. I still
do.
need to roll.
Rick,
That's my minor torment, by the way.
Yeah, you're.
Am I the only one who succeeded on a torment save this session?
Hey, just be glad I still have my fear turns to anger one.
Yeah, I got knocked back into reality thanks to my partner.
Yeah.
I do believe that if my character would find out what is happening, I'm pretty sure
He's crying.
they don't know
Yeah,
yet.
we do need someone to roll for Gomamon.
Justin's trying not to break tears, but he just
Jerry
at
is trying to shake you back to reality, saying, "Little sis, this is just an illusion."
Never speak up. I think would apply.
Yeah, I'll give you another chance to roll, Michael.
Yeah,
This time
I think I have an idea that might help.
All right, yeah, I do remember. There's something that could help. Jellamon says, "I am so sorry for this in advance." Michael, you just got zapped. Wait, we can use our moves?
We can fight here. I just realized.
that move would kill me.
Ooh, Jorge.
It was going for non-lethal, so you do not take
Non-lethal?
damage.
Okay.
It snaps you back to reality, but it did hurt like a motherfucker. You just got zzz.
Guessing
You
that
are-
I heard it's just an illusion.
Yeah, she's
Oh.
saying it's. Yeah, she's just swats Jellamon back. Like, why are you zapping her? That's not helping.
It worked for. I say it worked for me getting punched by Galmon. I have the bruise to prove it.
Hold
I'm
on.
Morgan!
muted, no.
Where's Pluto?
Still in the hole.
Winter is diving down and reaching for Morgan.
Did they hear that?
Yeah.
Damn it!
Agumon literally surfaced. He couldn't make it. He
Agumon.
tries diving back in. He goes.
Damn it! That guy's ahead of a brick. I'm gonna go to horror. Try to get the.
Ethan is going to be very irritated.
You can use
Now
your character's
no-
real name now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Your character. Yeah, that very much revealed what your character.
Would it though? Could you distinguish between 4-year-olds if they're male or female?
Michael,
Yes.
the male died in the story.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This was
there's
the,
no
those
hiding
dark. It was the dark, and your sister was calling you.
She's literally shouting at your sis. There's no hiding it.
This is the episode that would reveal it. Because everyone saw everyone's traumatic past here.
Mhm.
It's kind of just more of a
I'll
Dreadmon
talk
kind
to
of
you about it later.
Dreadmon kind of unsheathed the claw for this, trying to kill y'all by fucking with y'all's heads. And I will
Anyway,
say, Michael,
not
you had
knowing
a
that
terrible
this was an
turn.
illusion.
Yeah. I know you're probably
Uh,
pissed that I revealed it to you, but I will say this. This was the way that how this was gonna play out. You had a terrible tournament. I had to use the fucking dream monster.
I know, Gregory, that's not what I'm saying. Will you at least just hear me out for a second? The terror on my face turns to anger
I will.
right
Oh, yeah.
here. I'm
Of
not
course, yeah.
saying anything out of character right now.
All right, my bad. I was just explaining myself why this happened out of character. Yeah.
Alright, so I'm still going to refer to her as Ethan.
That's fine.
Turns
That's
around.
up to her. Up to your character to refer them as what.
And asks which one is responsible.
I mean, it's obvious.
I think it's kind of obvious the one we haven't.
The
fought
rest are
before.
kind of still oozing out of flesh as you can see Dreadmon kind of
Ah,
start to twist and contort.
What the hell is she doing?
As she's continually singing.
The ultimate question is, when Rick gets to me, what is he gonna do to snap me out of my own thing?
But we can't digivolve, and she's an ultimate. Where's she going?
Alright, I'm back.
Alright.
That moron's gonna. Damn it!
Okay.
I say.
Winter, you just barely can reach your fingers out to Pluto. He's just sinking, a bubble sinking from his body. La la.
Winter screams out underwater, Morgan, don't leave me! Stop running away!
Winter, as you say that, you hear a. And you notice something phase into the water, grabbing both of y'all. I'm very proud of that response from both of y'all. But Morgan, that does snap you back in reality. You realize you can breathe under there as you grab.
I am also rolling another thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey Rick, look what you got back.
Yay, Ghost Mod!
I might be tackling Michael because he's about to do something stupid.
Hold on. I want to show my.
I take my pocketbook out of my pocket, put it into my pants pocket, and
I
take
am
off my
not happy.
jacket.
She's
I am
watching.
not happy.
You have a nice voice, but you could quite possibly put a gag in it, right? And then I'd shove your jacket into her mouth.
She is gigantic.
Yeah.
You just chuck your jacket at her face.
Yeah, this is the part where I This is the part where I tackle your
creepy grin
and actually shove it into her face.
All right, roll them.
How do you reach it? That's a jump.
All right, so
I'm letting Michael roll.
Which roll would this be?
Athletics.
You would have to.
Athletics.
All right. You're going to have to tell me if that's a +2 or
Oh,
+3.
right. You don't have your sheet. Give me a sec.
Yeah.
It's agility. That's actually
1.
Athletics
You get a +1.
Where's athletics? Oh yeah, he is getting
underbody.
Would it be athletics or agility?
No, it is athletics.
It would be athletics.
It would be because you're trying to jump up and use it's basically a feat of strength to get up that high. Even though
pretty sure you watch it, you're gonna.
It shouldn't be that hard because.
Plus, that was a good roll regardless.
Exactly. Yeah, you just smack her in the face, and doubles back.
That was some Looney Tunes level shit.
Are you kidding me?
She ripped the jacket out of her mouth and starts laughing. What's wrong? Oh, I'm sorry. Did I reveal traumatic about dear old daddy and dear old big brother?
Ooh.
She grins.
You know, for a non-looking Digimon, you
Probably
need
get
to
your facts straight, young lady.
Hang on. Wait, Agumon?
Or
I'm
old
not
hag. I would say old hag.
Yeah.
Hang on. Agumon?
Yeah.
I'm not interested in talking with this one.
I don't think she wants to talk anyway.
No, I say that. My eyes are not in the happy-go-lucky mode.
As these guys start marching.
I rolled my major torment, which was, I'm angry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Winter looks over to Morgan and then says,
And you're the one he says, well, there you go. You revealed your past now. Are you happy, friend? Now that y'all know each other, of what happened in y'all's lives in the way of fears. This is where the real fun begins.
This is a dreamscape, am I not wrong?
But this is my domain. Anything I want. That happens. She starts to melt. Happen. Multiple of her numbers starts oozing out on her body as she starts to mutate to form this giant fucking behemoth.
You wanna try putting a jacket in that mouth, Athens?
This is my domain. The nightmare world is my playground.
I haven't been doing music this entire time.
God damn it.
Fucking Rick!
Sorry.
That would have been great music timing. Waspmon, you notice Waspmon just start spazzing out. This Petermon whistles. Ramon stumps forwards.
By the way, I do look over to Ghostmon and Winter and go, thanks.
I think this is the part where I fucking grab you under the waist and try running back to the others. So how close
I
these
look
guys
over to
are.
Ghostmon. Think you have one more in you?
I don't know. So I didn't expect to do that.
Yeah, I'm grabbing Michael. Like, yeah, this part, this is not the. I don't give a fuck if you're
That was a mistake. I'm going to be elbowing him in the face.
I already got hit in the face today, so I'm gonna take it. Like,
That's a +7, correct? Or 7 dice, my bad.
That's 7 dice accuracy.
Alright, let's fucking.
One, 2, 3, 4.
And
Well,
dog
3.
would need to. Dog is tackling, right? So I'm guessing that would hit, but the real question is, does it get dog off?
If he's
what do I
going to
do?
tackle, then I'm going to have to dodge as well.
He's grabbing you. This would actually be a clash.
Mhm.
So it would be Dog's
so
agility
I could
versus
not-
your body.
So it wouldn't be me trying to dodge him and then elbowing
No,
him.
no. It's a specific way that clash works.
That's dumb. Because then that would make my body go down to, I think, 3.
You have a 2 in your body.
So 2.
Oh, scroll. I swear this fucking cheese can be a piece of shit sometimes.
Make sure that I have everything right. Yeah, 3d6 plus your body with a TN equal to your opponent's agility score.
So it's 3d6 plus
Go on.
2 then.
Yes.
Go on, Dixie.
That's mine.
13.
15.
What's
13.
your agility, Dog?
3d6 plus 4.
Then Michael gets out of it because she exceeded the TN by a greater number.
God damn it.
As you get out, y'all do notice Cherry walk up. Michael, you notice your sister's looks pissed and in tears.
Oh, I still went to elbow.
Yeah, you are. That's kind of how he got out of the class.
Ah!
Michael, you turn as you notice your sister has walked up. You say anything to her?
You know what happened.
I know what happened too. But I have to state this. You can't keep running away from people who are trying to help you.
I'm not running away from anything, dear sister.
Yes, you are! You always have been! And I've always had to chase you! When I've tried to cope with it as well. I'm trying to make sure you are raised and are okay. I know I've not been the best role model always. But please, just let us help you. Let me help you. This is not something we can fight alone.
Jellomon, you said you would help me, correct?
I'd help you always, but this might not be something I can fight alone.
She messed with all of us. This is all of our fight now. You like it or not. Not running in like a hothead is gonna get you killed.
And I don't want to lose you too.
I'm going to attempt to...
Oh no, Jerome's being called for tacos.
You're gonna fucking attack
We'll just
me again.
continue and then we'll recap with what Jerome. What are you trying
I'm
to do?
going to attempt to force Jellomon to evolve.
Oh no.
The Digivice seems to not work.
Like,
I
As
knew
you
technology would give this away one point or another.
we're in her dream world. She's cheating. That you not. Whatever.
Yes, but it is still a dream world. That means our imaginations may be able to penetrate it.
Your
How do you know
sister
that's
grabs
gonna-
you by the shirt. Listen to me, goddammit! I saw what you were trying to do. Forcing Jellomon or forcing him will not help us to do anything.
I can't move Ghost Spawn.
Delete him, delete her and replace her.
I can't delete the.
Oh, right. Get this through your
Wait,
skull
why did you
already.
delete the one that I put down?
God damn it. Please,
It's hard to tell. They're the same Pokemon.
just listen to me. For once. It's all I ask.
And you think I don't listen to you?
I've been trying to help you all this time, and now you're just gonna try and get yourself killed? That's not what Dad would have wanted.
Okay. One of the pictures. Okay. Also the.
Y'all do hear chuckling after she says that.
What's so
Forget
funny?
I was here? Or should I let you solve your family feud first, before I kill y'all? Either way, it doesn't matter to me.
I look over to Winter's like, Nightmare World, she said, right?
Yep.
This thing is really starting to piss me
And
off.
I'm guessing it's welcome to the game
I
show
know.
of nightmares.
I just look. I'm still looking over to Winter. She's like,
I look up
nightmares
and then
can
back
still
up.
can still be overwritten, right?
All you have to do is face your fear.
Face him, huh? If that's the case.
Just, please, just let us help you. That's all I want to do. Your sister hugged you, Michael.
I hope you know I only got this close so I could throw things, like Jellomon up there.
That would kill him. Just let us work together.
Not if we can manage to get him to Digivolve before
We,
he
the
makes it up there.
Digivolve is not an
But
option at the
forcing him
moment.
to Digivolve won't. All we'd get is something like Lady Devimon. And we don't need that if that could work. Well, you gotta have trust in Jellomon and the rest of us. Please, just... I love you and I don't want to lose you. This world's been rough on all of us. We've all had our licks. Both me and you. I remember growing up too. But we can help each other now that you're older. To understand. It wasn't your fault. It wasn't either of our faults. It was out of our control.
Like it or not, we're a team now.
Oh, I already know that was a Cascade brought up. Most of the details were wrong in it. Why do you think I'm so mad, sister? Fine, I'll trust you.
Getting all angry and pissed will not help. The only thing that will lead us to is an even worse situation if we could get our Digimon Digivolve. Again, Lady Devimon. Forcing our Digimon to do something they don't want to do.
However, I
Won't
do
help.
find it odd that the Nightmare World needs to bring up these Cascades to fight us in her own territory.
Are you trying to say facade?
Also,
Facade
Michael,
and
I
Cascade
tried.
are
Also,
practically
that
the
was me
same thing.
failing to describe your bio best I could, by the way, Michael.
Yeah,
That
I
wasn't
know.
supposed to be. That wasn't fake at all. That was picture frame for frame supposed to be correct. Same with everyone else's.
Yeah.
So
The DM fucked up the detailings, but actual canon, it's supposed to be picture perfect.
That's
That
why I
doesn't
corrected
mean
Kat
that my
about
character would
the
remember-
gender of the parent.
yeah.
of which parent saw.
Greg
Yeah.
kind of got mine right.
This is mine.
But my character may not remember the events in the exact same way that
That-
they were brought up.
That is true. You were a lot younger. Sherry remembers them exactly. That is how they went down. It's a,
So they might have brought them from Sherry's
Yeah.
and not
it
mine.
wasn't your memory. It was more pretty much a conglomeration of the two and made sure it got the correct info. It just ripped it out of the seeds of the back of your mind.
In other words, it could have still been slightly wrong in some
It could
aspects.
have, yeah. It could have.
Good of. But let's not
Hold
talk
on.
about that as slightly wrong, and I can figure out how to beat this thing, Michael.
Back in character, everyone.
Alright. Nope. It's kind of
It's
nice
just-
seeing
we do
y'all
this. She grabs your hand. We do this as a team. All of us now, right? No more. We're trying to do our own thing.
I told you I'd trust you this time.
Alright, then I would like everyone to make a will.
I still need to know it.
I do not like my willpower rolls.
It's a +4, Michael. 3d6 +4.
19, boys.
Alright, that's good.
Yeah, no.
James, reroll that. I'm giving you that.
So you're keeping Rick with the 11?
Rick succeeded.
Oh, there we go.
This was an easy roll,
Oh
and
my
James
God.
still failed it.
Wait, what?
Yes, it was just a 10 or higher.
You failed it by
Technically,
one
that's the
all.
normal TN, actually.
Yeah, I tried making it as easy as I possibly could with it being too.
But oh my
Wait.
god, look at my roll.
Yeah.
Protagonist inspiration.
Yours Digivice is all blister. Wait, hold on. We got it. Jorge has snapped out of it by now of realizing it. Gomon snapped him out of it.
Also, how did I?
Let me roll
Yeah,
his
was
bill.
it based on actual
Yeah.
successes or?
Y'all succeeded.
And I hold up my Digivice in front of my sister. See, I told you this would happen.
Well, you had to have faith in everyone first. She smirks. Reroll it. Reroll it.
Oh,
Jorge succeeded.
I don't know what the fuck was wrong with my dice!
Jail. Dice jail.
dice jail, in me.
By the way, this is a perfect time to mention the retcon manager size of Michael's champion. I scaled it wrong for the longest time. So this will be the now permanent scale of Michael's champion.
Oh, we're just in the champion mode?
Yep. Remember all that y'all can only Digivolve champion from the rookie at the moment.
Najiromon, you know what to do. And
Clamp, as you say that.
actually what I was going to do is, while they're still Digivolving, trying to get him to
They all Digivolved at the same time.
sadness.
It was
You
a
can't
dramatic
always throw
anime
your
moment.
Digimon.
I think that there's somebody missing.
Who?
I built 4 Digimon.
Who was the fourth Digimon?
A specific X.
Fuck, I forgot about Lady Devimon!
Yeah, I just imagine fucking
As-
Dreadmon hears this about Lady Devimon and is like,
Oh,
And
right.
as Lady Devimon crawls.
I know, just
out.
like, oh right, I forgot this.
Yeah, it's more of a as Soulmon Digivolves to see Lady Devimon crawl out of the ground. Oh, don't think I forgot about you and your failure.
he faced failure head on. That's how we grow.
Najiromon says, alright, let's show them how it's done! Okay, Michael, Rick, I would like y'all to roll one more time.
What are
Will?
we rolling?
The will. Specifically because of that line. Was that your will roll, Michael?
Unfortunately, yes.
I'm giving you one, being nice. For my
And hopefully it's
You
on.
only have a
Come on,
will of
Sandy.
3, actually.
Yeah, just roll it, Rick. That works. Why is dog rolling?
That was my initiative.
Alright. Alright.
Let's go.
Both y'all's Digivices proceed to grow. Oh, fucking, wait. Yeah, Michael's glows a bright green and Rick a bright blue. As words appear in the back of your head.
Come on, Soulmon, maximum Digivolution!
Michael, you hear that in the back of your head as well. maximum Digivolution. Say the line.
Alright. Looks like we got a power up, Digimon. Maximum evolution!
Do. Order of operations. Soulmon Digivolve 2! As you know, Soulmon shoots up into your hat. It flips upside down and shoots a pumpkin out. The pumpkin lands on the ground spinning, roping around as a face forms in it and starts cackling. As the rest of Pumpkinmon pops out, holding his hatchet, slamming in the ground, and does a little dance. Pumpkinmon! Nigeramon sinks into the ground, and as a water pool forms, as visual, you see the eyes of a shark form as it launches out of the water, sprouting large tentacles. Digimon. Whoa, he got big.
Captains. Note to the captain of mine. We got another fish to add to the crew.
Digimon is hovering above the ground, Michael.
Alright.
Winter, you notice Soulmon shrunk back to her normal size of Goatsmon. She's tiny.
Yeah.
Winter, look! We Digivolved again!
You did it! Now, let's go face our past mistakes.
Let's kick the evil me's butt! I will let the people who could Digivolve to Ultimate.
I'll handle the robot.
James Devonmont says, and we take Peter Pan.
For better or for worse.
I got it.
We've got the nightmare.
Fairy tale.
I got you. Help.
So, Tyrannomon
Hey,
and Neo Devonmon.
Hey, Kat, can I somehow generate the dang a portable staff version of what Rebellion gave me?
Dreamland, yes.
Okay, thank you.
So, Tyrannomon versus Petermon.
Tyrannomon and Morgan versus Petermon.
Tyrannomon, Morgan, and Neo Devonmon. Petermon.
This seems like a fair fight.
Seedramon against Waspmon. And Seedramon just stares, squinting.
No, I actually after making the staff saying like I like this world.
I went and just picked up my jacket
Yeah.
and put
Your
it back
sister
on.
smiles at you, Michael. Together we got this.
Oh, Gomamon broke you out, and you're fighting Waspmon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gomon just slapped you in the face, shouting your name and snap you back into reality. Seedramon is kind of squinting at all the new ultimates that popped up, being two. To be fair, it was a very fitting episode for Ghostmon to come back and become Pumpkin. Did Scratch original plans? Yes. But did this work more poetically? Also yes. And it's more fun for me to have things fit better.
Yeah.
I like my story. Are you alright, Rick?
Yeah.
Alright, everyone roll those initiatives and
Oh, right, initiative.
Dreadmon Nightmare mode, folks.
Even though I was going to be with Tyrannomon and to fight Peter, I'm thinking that Peter might get one shot.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wow, that's a terrible roll on my part.
Your initiative is +7, Michael. That's your human initiative, since that's
+7?
higher than Tidramon. Somehow.
So it's 3d6 plus 7?
Yes.
Why is Tidramon have such a moment?
No, it's just that my character has an extremely high agility. And that's still not a good roll. It's about average.
It should have a different thing. I think mildly broke.
Whoa, okay.
You got the
Petermon's
28.
gotta go fast.
Guess who's got to go faster?
I mean, he needs to go fast considering what's aiming to snipe his down.
I mean,
Lost
are we
one, got
sure
to
we don't
turn
want
to-
multiple? Are we sure we don't want multiple ultimates on the big guy?
Yeah, James, I think you should probably change your target.
Sherry's helping fight with Michael. And
Jesus
last,
Christ, these are high rolls.
and last, but certainly not least,
What was what? Did you already roll? Wait, did you already roll Neo Devimon?
Yeah,
Damn.
I rolled his initiative.
You want
You
to put a
forgot.
15 in?
do anyone roll for Seedramon?
Quick dominate roll.
Right.
James,
It's-
remember this sheet. You can't click on them and it would work. You have to type it in. It's only this campaign. Pokemon, you can click on. This campaign does not have those built in.
What's Jerome's initiative?
I'm putting it in.
But it put it in just fine.
I put it in.
Oh, okay.
It's fine, Jamesy.
Dramon's got a 20 as an initiative.
Jesus Christ.
He has a vendetta against that bug.
Ironically enough, the last Ultimates are Seedramon and Pluto.
I mean, I already knew mine was going to probably be most likely be the last one. Because I was the first to evolve, so might as well be the last one to evolve.
Cap, put the 20 in. Or Rick do it, whoever.
I can't control Seedramon.
Top of the round, Pumpkinmon!
Pumpkinmon gets to.
Pumpkinmon's kind of just hopping.
Pumpkinmon hops from foot to foot and then boings directly. Like, sailing
Jeez.
over Tropiumon and says, "Surprise!"
Surprise! Lady Devimon starts pissing and cackling. It's like, you know, that was a bad look for me. This is a better one.
Meanwhile, Tackle rams opponent with her belly. Let me.
You shall the
Tackle!
lips tackle as you know Pumpkinmon's little tiny ass slam.
I hear, I was like, are we playing Pokemon now? I say that out loud. Are we playing Pokemon now?
I'll spell
What's
it
a Pokemon?
are. And if you are,
No,
why
I say that while looking at
tackle of
Winter.
all moves?
Whoa!
Well, that's still 3 successes.
Of course you still roll shit. Right?
Give me a redo.
No.
Okay.
Weird. Don't
Me
have
and Cat
for
say
all of
brain.
them.
1, 2, 3, 4.
He narrowly
5.
avoids as Pumpkinmon slams against the ground. I will give you a chance to hit again, though.
Well, Tackle
Or
has
does
charge.
it slam
which is-
into the ground more like power?
Yeah.
But you know, Tackle has charge, so that allows.
Never mind then, yeah, so it works out.
Attack.
Yeah.
I was gonna.
I guess we count that jump thing as tackle.
Yeah, I'm counting it, the whole move.
Charge just needs you to move. It doesn't say specifically what movement option you have to use.
You're right. Okay, so there you go.
And
Alright,
Pumpkinmon has extra movement jumps, so
In other
she
words,
can
I
bounce
feel
around
this
the
is about
battlefield
time
like
to
a fucking
mention that
pinball.
Digimon can fly.
Alright.
So, in other words, Rick, you tried making Pumpkinmon into a Common Rider.
Look at the cake!
Yep. And this one is going to be
How much riders do you
trick
take,
or
though, to
treat.
be honest? Trick or treat!
Here's a gift!
Hey, Cat, can you put Morgan on the top layer so I can put him on top of Black Tyrannomon?
1, 2, 4, 5.
Christ! What
Also,
the fuck?
That's 3 successes, Rick.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
Oh, look, you made it! Lady Devimon is just slammed with a giant pumpkin.
And that deals 17 damage. With
17.
with 6 armor piercing.
A pumpkin?
Yes.
Yeah, we're just so Pumpkinmon summon a giant pumpkin a la Spirit Bomb and yeet it.
Don't
So how much? So 6 armor piercing and how much damage?
17.
Hold on.
For reference, Pumpkinmon is the most competently built.
She don't look so good as you slammed her with.
For reference, if that tackle hit, that would have been a minimum of 20 damage.
You would have probably killed Lady Devon X. Alright. Tinkermon, you notice it pull out
Petermon.
the. Pluto, you feel something just hit you in the head as Tinkermon appealer. And, hold on. You hear a, what the hell?
Why am I
Here.
Hi, Tink. Long
What
story.
the- What? I was in another place, and then next thing you know, is that?
This is.
She stares at horror and hides. I don't know what to feel right now.
Yeah,
I don't know how I'm here. Reality, Tinkermon rolled over to hit you in the head, and then we kind of ported her in here by accident.
Yeah, Dreadmon's like, I know I didn't mean to grab you.
It's like, I didn't mean to grab you in this dimension. Why are you in this one? You're supposed to be dying alongside the. Yeah, Dreadmon has 2 little dimensions going on right now.
By the way, I look over to just. I point at Dreadmon. So like, first of all, rude.
As you say that, Peter Montour, you hear you feel the dagger is at you. Or sword.
Okay.
Twinkle shooter. By the way, spoiler warning: they've got him buffed. And specifically Dark Tyrannomon.
That's 5 successes.
His movement is not impaired with Tyler on him. Tyler was like, no.
How was that 5?
I was kind of hoping you were aiming at me with that.
How the fuck did you get 5 successes?
It has 2 automatic successes.
Oh, I see the fuck.
It has sniper.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Also, I didn't expect
right?
Pumpkinmon to be able to beat Lady Devon X that bad. Did you build her weak? Or did you just build?
Lady Devimon X? No,
Hang
I
on.
built her
So,
to be
1,
able to
2, 3,
to
4,
be
5.
beaten by
Hey,
Rivermon X.
Hey, Cat.
I
Can't-
know, but so
Hey,
you.
Cat. Quick question, Cat. Can Tyrannomon just catch that dagger between?
Yeah,
well,
he
that dagger
catches it between his teeth. He's like, and crushes it.
I look at the new Petermon, just like rude.
That
That's all I
looks
say.
like
All
my
I say is
Petermon, but that's not him. Petermon says.
We're in a nightmare realm.
Pumpkinmon hears a wimp voice come out of Lady Devimon. It's just, you're useless. You couldn't even beat Cutiemon by yourself. Pumpkinmon just yawns.
Yeah.
I-
Sorry,
raise the
hit
floor.
me with. Sorry, missed me with that dumb shit.
He's like, sorry, not in the mood for that. I want to go back to bed proper. I want my
Holy
baba.
She's more sassy as Pumpkinmon.
He is.
Darkness favorite.
Alright.
Alright, so I need to roll another will for something.
4, 5, 6
Alright.
successes. Let's dodge this Pumpkinmon.
Come on, don't get one shot. This is your debut, man. You were
Pumpkinmon's
doing so
not
well at
getting
the
one
start.
shot.
You were doing so well at the start. Don't screw it up now.
I've seen Pokemon stats. It's not getting one shot.
Yeah, Pumpkinmon, it's impossible for her to get one
1,
shot,
2,
I'm pretty
3,
sure.
4. Okay, so that's 2 over. Do you have agility?
I do not have agility, unfortunately.
So you did get
It's
hit
on
by
it's
it.
on my list to buy.
Alright, that would be 10 damage, 5 life steal.
Wait, 10 damage?
Yeah,
Total?
10 damage. 10 damage before defense.
Fuck? That shouldn't be right. a sec.
Uh-oh.
Did you build her damage too high?
No, let me... Just give me a sec, because Lady Devimon X should have that little.
Where was that roll earlier?
Oh, it's too. Why did you need another will save?
I see a pumpkin.
Yeah.
My character may start
I
slugging.
just realized Michael unintentionally foreshadowed Pumpkinmon's evolution.
Yeah. Sec, Lady Devimon X. Are you looking under the Holy Arcana underlings?
Yeah.
It should be 12 total.
It says
for
10.
defense. Yes, but +2 for the additional successes.
Right.
And then also an additional 10 damage because of combat monster.
Right, yeah. Did that kill you?
Oh.
Good. That's her turn, so I don't kill you.
Does heal
Bossmon, now.
6 though. Or 5, as it were.
I got something
Now-
cool I want to do. With
Now
my
here's
turn.
the real question: does Seedramon get one shot?
I didn't hit this thing multiple times this time.
Specifically, Turbo Stinger! Do, 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 do.
That is
Eat.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh,
Hey, Cat.
not
Hey, Cat.
not
Hang on,
this
Cat.
again.
Hang on, Cat. Remember when you were complaining about the bad hits on the last one?
Yeah.
Guess what you have? You got your mojo back, Cat.
Of course, it's with Bossmon.
Of course, it's Westmon.
Mothmon and Lady Devimon.
Lady Devimon almost died. I mean, Seedramon did get his butt kicked, but he didn't get one shot by the or the Rukimon.
Second, that. That might have destroyed Seedramon X if I didn't. Some of Rome's DP.
Has Rom not been upgrading his character?
No. Not very much.
What are you saving those for, Jerome?
Jerome, what are you saving all that DP? Or have you just
4
been forgetting?
successes.
No, I have a tamer thing. Leaves me at 1 if I were to go to 0. Alright, so how many successes did I get? 1, 2, 3, 5.
Shit.
1,
6, so
6.
That's 2.
Alright. Turbo Stinger. Line. It has 13 damage.
wait, is it using it as an area attack?
Line. It's just
All
straight
right.
shooting at Seedramon.
Just a sec. Because we get bonus
Alright then. You may reroll. Watch, it's gonna be worse now.
I'm just gonna
I was saving my DP for ability.
I'll let you do
Probably-
that.
You probably would have died if Rick didn't do that.
And you're gonna die anyway. How many successes over is it?
2.
2. The base damage is 13. That's 15. Defense.
How's
How's
That's-
Seedramon doing?
Seedramon's seen better.
But Seedramon gets to fire back with a more ridiculous thing.
Yes.
Because, after all, Dreadmon, the reason why they're not fighting as well, she's having to deal with the pirates bullshit too.
Yeah. Why is that Gesomon so strong?
Captain Hookmon, so Trouble and Getsumon's really powerful. But
By
she's
the way,
kind
yes,
of
I am wearing my.
own-
I am. The reason why I said about my hoodie thing is my jacket with the hoodie is I am wearing that. I mean, I don't want to just be without it when I need to go to sleep because, geez, it's cold outside.
I got something metal to say when it's my turn.
Where did I specifically save more? Is in the Digimon D&D? I don't think I have a file specifically named Morgan Pluto, do I? Did I make this campaign on the old computer?
Yeah.
Fuck. Thank God, copy paste.
You'll work on that later, Greg.
I know I will. I'm just getting it set up.
So what's wrong? What move are you gonna use?
Yep, it is Jerome's turn.
Ice Arrow for Immobilize, then Ice Spear.
Alright.
See if he hits it.
Why is there a second me?
Never mind, why is there a second? Oh, why is there a second you?
And why is it a square?
I don't know. I think I was almost fucking with
1,
the character
2,
sheet.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7 successes.
Damn.
Mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia. Oh,
How
no.
much damage does that normally do, Rick?
The base damage is pretty low, but
1, 2, 3,
Six.
4, 5,
5,
6.
6, 8, 1 over. That means this is 15 damage before defense due to combat monster blocking.
15 damage before defense.
You can, but why waste it when you're already hitting?
But that's why you also have a second attack for that.
Alright.
If that dealt more than 2 damage, then Waspmon now has Immobilize 6.
Correct, Wasmon. Wasmon is now encased partially in ice.
One, two,
Wait,
three,
I
four,
don't
five,
think
six,
Wasmon
seven,
can
eight.
dodge.
Is that an 8?
It's 8 successes.
Even
Could
if it's
Wasmon
immobilized.
dodge it?
Yes.
Yeah, no,
And I'm gonna re-roll the ones because,
But yes, I do believe they still
Wasmon is
can
not
dodge. They
succeeding this dodge. I think Wasmon might be
that's an extra
obliterated.
success.
Alright.
So that's a total of 5 over, which this also has armor piercing too, so that's, yeah.
Wasmon was just obliterated by Caesar. He's laughing now.
Caesar Mon got his revenge.
All right, now that that's taken care of,
Cherry shouts, "Pedal Carnage!"
one, two, three.
Why is
One.
it always the fucking Holy Arcana? Why is it the fucking Holy Arcana?
Look, she's busy.
I hate to, hang on. Yeah, no, Kat, you did say she's busy.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
she-
sure she has a fuck ton of health.
Oh yeah, absolutely in this mode.
And I'm pretty sure even if we beat this mode, she'll go back to her normal state.
They know what I'm going to be doing with the experience points that Morgan has saved up.
Alright, okay. So,
I'm going to need a picture of my attacks before it gets to my turn. So, because I don't remember what the attacks were called and what they do.
A sec.
Cat's on it.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna have to be through Discord. Sorry about that, guys.
Cat's already on the case.
I'm literally screen capping it right now.
I just took it, Rick.
Same brain. Same brain.
And I will also get Michael's dodge, which is not open for some.
Being weird. There we go.
Wait, why? I just noticed that Ink Blast is
I opened
2d6.
something I wasn't supposed to. Where is
What?
Michael's dodge? In the, oh,
Misa
dodge.
confused.
Why is it 2d6? Ink Blast.
Why is Ink Blast 2d6?
It should not be 2d6. What are you talking about?
Look
It
at
should-
look at the
it should be
fucking
in the
thing.
9.
It's 2d6. Why is it
Let me
2d6?
close out of there and go into the.
Like what?
Why
What
did you
knocks
happen
it
to
down?
make another signature move?
Hey Rick, look at the. Can you look at the abilities and see if you can find the reason why it's at 2d6?
He took combat monster. I don't know why.
That
It's...
should be my accuracy.
Somebody put 2d6 in that fucking.
I don't know. That was not me.
I didn't touch it.
Don't look at me, I don't have the
Sheet.
sheet.
I don't have.
Who all has access to Michael's sheet?
I do, but
I
I
might have by
absolutely
accident.
didn't do it.
If
Michael,
me-
you're the
you-
only
if
one
being
that
honest-
could have done it.
It's either Michael, me, Rick, or Robin. Those are the 4 options.
I don't have the sheet.
You
I don't
do
have the sheet.
You do have the
No, I
sheet.
don't.
Yes, you do. I would say your email, but your email's on here.
Alright.
I
Let's
do
just-
wait.
let's
Wait. I have it.
One of us made a boo boo somehow.
All
We focused
well, I did.
Just
We
a
need
sec.
to fix it. We need to fix it.
Just a sec.
That is. Whatever.
Yeah, Rick fix it. So
Rec form.
why is it now 76?
That's what his accuracy is.
So why are the others 9?
He likely grabbed close combat data optimization.
He did.
Oh, have armor piercing.
Why can't you have armor piercing 4?
I thought I checked that out and they didn't overlap.
Armor piercing can only go up to rank 3.
Wait, then how did that one of them have armor piercing 4 then?
Boss quality.
Was that
Yeah, it's a boss
Oh.
quality.
okay? Never mind.
Which one of these had the armor piercing, by the way? You never actually put it on a move.
I'm assuming Drag to the Deep has it. Michael, what? I'll send you a fixed screenshot in a sec. But which of those
It
moves?
was the first tentacle one, not tentacle slap. The other one.
Tendril
Tentacle-
lashings?
Yes,
Alright.
that one's the one because if you look at its tentacles,
It should
it
say
has blades
ignore,
at the end of
ignore
them.
6 armor, but it's fucked up, so.
The sheet's fucked up. We'll have to fix it again later.
No, it's because he's using the old version, not the fixed version.
All right, Michael. It should say armor piercing 6, so ignore the fact it says armor piercing 2. Okay. Ignore 6 armor. That's what the move does.
I understand.
Also, remember, you cannot use Drag to the Deep until the 3rd turn. Just wanted to remind it.
Yeah, with how
Everyone
big
needs a
this
reminder
party
once
is,
in a while.
signature move might not proc too often.
Yeah.
This fight well, at least. Tropic Venom!
Ouch.
A hole opens up in her and it just shoots straight through it.
Nice try.
I'm actually
I don't-
curious about something. Can a robot like you feel fear?
Okay, Vegeta.
Data not found.
Well then, partner, let's fix that.
Well, self-destruction sequence initiated. Wergarumon cracks his knuckles.
Fucking, why is the sheet? No, come on!
Nah, that ruined it!
I know it did. I'm pissed. Like fucking, why does it take ever to load?
That was such a smooth line.
It was a really smooth line.
I just
Very
love the entire thing of,
Tyler.
oh, okay, Vegeta. I like my entire thing of, okay, Vegeta. You know, I for Morgan, I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna have to ask Tyler a question after this is done.
Well, I'm gonna use something very. Oh. I know. I'm aiming for the center part with this move. Kaiser nails.
Uh-oh.
1, 2, 3. Wait, yeah, 1, 2,
4.
3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's exact. It hits.
It still hits, but no additional damage over us. Kaiser Nail stabs into Realmon's
15
chest
damage, armor piercing 3.
So ignore 6 armor.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So how much damage, Wesley?
15.
Okay.
Is that bad for me?
No.
Need
Oh,
to buff the
definitely.
health of a couple of.
I fucking noticed.
I feel like it was okay
Whistle.
for Waspmon, but
5. And since I moved, since I moved, I don't think I could do anything else.
Because there's no charge that does, because of movement
Yeah.
action and
That's
that
on
other thing.
Round's turn.
Yeah, hang on. I did not
Waspmon
mean to
was
move
the
away.
weakest thing.
I mean, obviously I was going to do this.
Okay, I'm gonna state this now because I know Drone's gonna be a dick and probably try to snipe it from me. Alright, go help out the others.
I mean, Seadramon sees big monster. Wesley.
Yeah. Alright, then
He
I
got his
Nail.
vengeance.
Oh my!
Oh shit!
that's some successes.
Which-
Dark Nail also has a ignores 4 armor.
Armor piercing 2. Got it.
1, 2, 3. So let me go the damage. 13 plus how many extra? 3?
Tinkermon is thinking the one thing that's in her mind is she doesn't know what to do about this scenario.
Okay.
As long as she's
How's he looking?
Hold on.
Because I'm just asking, how is he looking?
He's looking, how much damage did he take?
That's 16,
16.
for armor
16
piercing.
with.
You notice part of his clothes and blood trickle off him, launching up in the air. Was trying to avoid it.
Really rather not have fought you. I say as this is my camera.
It is
by the
your
way.
fault I fell that day. You notice he's not looking at you, right, Robin? You feel like something's supposed to grab around your arm.
Hang on a minute. I'm doing something.
Uh-oh.
Because I'm still my train. Because I am going to be doing something with my trainer. I just need to my tamer just got to do something really quick.
I'm gonna punch people.
Dude, I answer me this. What did I imagine to bring forth? What weapon?
You cannot use the moves of it because you do not know.
I don't.
You know
I don't
it's a
need to.
big stick. Well,
I plan on learning I plan on seeing if I can learn those, even though I doubt I can.
for context, I will just get an image of Skull Satamon for those who don't know what the fuck we're talking about. Michael. I'll scale him up to ridiculous degree because at most he's about the size of Neo Devimon. Just so people can see the staff. Robin is holding basically that. Bone, wood, all that jazz.
Sure, it is 6. Yes, it is.
Probably a smaller.
I'm not going to be
version.
doing much damage,
Oh,
but
is it
I'm still rolling it.
2 successes. 2. Robin hit. Robin fucking hit.
Damage is 5.
Yeah, it's not dealing damage, but
You just
doing one.
clunked Petermon in the face with it.
No, I hit him in the face. Is like, no, I hit him in the face here, and I have something to say. It is not her fault. You're the one who did all this. This was your decision. That was your decision. Your fault.
You made it more like you bonked him with a newspaper. More than a more dramatic scene was.
That's exactly what I was. That is exactly what my plan was. Just whack.
You ruined the tension there by essentially bonking him with a fucking
hey,
newspaper. Like
I had to. I have to make this. I have to make this nightmare dimension cheery. I gotta make this a cheery atmosphere.
Okay, Devimon, Neo Devimon.
Hey, Dev,
James-
No,
can you
I
just
think
deal?
I can get behind.
oh, James,
Can
did you
you-
get back?
Yeah.
All right.
James, can you please just deal with this thing? This is a personal fight with me, Petermon. Please, please, please.
Yeah,
So
it
try
was
to
up
get
to Jay. He's like,
back thing
so
done.
what's the plan, boss? He says his wings shoot out dramatically.
Yeah, no, you just see me just bewildering this.
Wings out
Petermon.
of claws, bared. He's ready to fight. He doesn't care what.
Hey,
He's
Winter,
like,
what is
"Wait,
your reaction to me just bonking him on the head with this
Yeah,
thing?
and if everyone just heard the thump, the wood smacking Petermon.
Winter shakes her head and says only.
Let's show this thing
Uh,
true.
Pluto gets a
nightmare.
thumbs up from Ethan and says, "Good job." Pull
Neo
up the fucking
Devimon,
sand.
pretty much roars and he shouts, "Let's do this thing then!"
I kind of like Tyler's line.
It's time
Like,
for a
Joseph's
new
line, let's show this thing
nightmare."
true fear. That was kind of fucking cool.
Alright, what is Neo Devimon doing?
Check what I'm supposed to be. Rolling here. Hold on. Oh, okay. He is going to go for some deep sorrow.
Alright, roll.
I need to get the right number of d6s. Hold on.
Bad. It's just what I'm just imagining with the newspaper.
I'm almost a Dreadmon.
Damn
Whoa.
it!
2 successes! Come on, dodge!
Ah!
Are you fucking serious? Alright.
Hang on. Does
Yes,
Dreadmon have
I
agility?
know.
Does Dreadmon have agility?
No! Yes, maybe.
Alright.
No.
Good,
Damn it.
sir. That is.
Wait, hold on. No.
Yeah, God, like, hold on, let me
We need
just,
to think about my. We forgot that I'm a fucking. Have a terrible dice and roll 20. I am
This
paying
was
money
on Rick.
for you.
This was on Rick. This was
Alright,
on Rick.
that is.
Paying money
Oi.
for you.
That is. So you have 2 successes over.
Just shit you
18 damage before defense.
paid money for this.
And
I am paying. But roll 20 premium. Stop rolling shit.
anyways, that's what I was gonna say. That is 18 damage before defense. Since I have 2 successes over.
As long as
Oh, wait,
it deals
that's right.
2
Gotta do
damage.
As I keep forgetting. Dash.
No, I'm joking.
What effect does it have?
Fear 10.
I feel like
What is
Dreadmon
fear?
should be immune to fear.
Dreadmon is in fact immune to fear.
Can I make a suggestion that all the Arcanas are
also-
immune to that since they're bosses?
Yeah.
You know, specifically Dreadmon. This whole thing is here, but Devimon also is. I'm going to roll that because he's an artificial demon. Depending on. Wait, James, is yours an artificial demon or demon?
I put it under artificial fallen angel.
Yep, there we go. So Devimon does not fear this fuck freak. In fact, he feels sorry for it, trying to step to his level.
Ooh.
But his fear did not work on it. How much damage does it take?
18 before defense.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Anything else you want to do?
Well, now that you say that.
I mean,
Claw. There we go.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Nope. 4.
I saw the last one and added 1, 2.
At least there's a 6.
There's 2.
Shut up.
Being nice. You shut up. I love you, Bubba.
That'll be
No.
Also, Rick.
damage before defense.
All right.
Also, Rick. Why did you not
turn.
give this thing agility?
Also,
Look at it.
is
It's not
I'm
really
joking.
angelic, yeah.
Oh,
I
I'm
know, I
choking
know.
on
ask
my
a
own
question
spit.
since I'm assuming that I deal
A
bit there, is the giant dark thing immune to stun?
Yeah. It's a nightmare world.
Fair.
However, is it immune to, let's just say, psychic damage?
The shark has psychic powers?
Nani to
It's Digimon. What would you expect?
Michael, do you remove? What do you mean psychic powers? I just
I'm
looked at
kidding.
it.
I'm kidding, bro. I'm
I
kidding.
mean, it's Digimon, yeah, you're right. It is in fact
Like
Digimon.
we
but you
can't
don't
we
have-
can't actually get upset at you for it because it is Digimon, but we will get upset at you for it.
We can't get upset with you because you didn't do it. No.
Actually, another thing is, don't forget that there's a lot of things he can do with Dreadmon, and we are in Dreadmon's realm.
However,
And don't
nothing
forget
said
what a
I
lot-
can exploit it. So let's go with tendril lashings.
I mean, technically, if y'all do this stuff closer, you can do exploit. You just got to get some more allies around. Yeah.
So I need to get more
So-
around it.
Oh, I think that's how exploit works. I was thinking it's like, a flank.
Exploit is a debuff to stats, specific stats.
Alright, so fire away. But our armor piercing works at least.
Armor piercing does work.
I'm sorry, Jerome.
What is your own? What are you
My
apologize?
Discord was dying. Everyone was sounding like it, yep, yeah.
That is 4 successes.
That is
1,
3
2.
successes. Oh, the more
Alright,
y'all
so-
slasher, the more goop just shoots everywhere.
Also, I know a few things about this this enemy, and I'm not liking what's about to come.
Exploit is a penalty to armor and dodge.
Oh wow, dodge! What a tragedy!
Tragedy.
I know I'm gonna roll shit, but a magical thing about this Digimon is I don't need to roll. I don't need it.
Okay, so that would be 9 damage, 6 armor piercing.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Did you
wait,
say
no.
9 damage?
10 damage
All right.
because of the extra success.
Oh wait, fuck! My class could do 2 things. I forgot. We're back. We're back. It's fine. You just can't use the same move twice. I hear I've been going up, up, up.
Yes, and now I'm going to use Ink Blast aiming for its face.
All right, fire away.
I don't know why it has a 7, but
How much does exploit you have? Exploit what?
That's because of the close
exploit
combat.
4.
That's the reason
Close
the
combat
com-
major stuff. 9.
Okay.
Your accuracy is 7.
That's
2.
2.
That's
Ah!
3.
Fuck
Like, I
yeah!
don't fall for the same attack. I don't fall for the same trick twice.
Ramon's turn. We're at Doggy Doo.
And now pocket sand from me.
Oh,
Pocket sand.
crud.
As you throw the sand up, it just kind of gets whisked away. You cannot throw
That's
sand high
sad.
enough. You,
That
Michael,
is very sad.
you can't throw sand high enough to reach its bag.
It's technically a ball of mud.
It's sand and mud. It is gigantic.
And how the
You don't
fuck
have
did you get
that good of
sand?
a throwing arm.
Not only would you need that good of a throwing arm, you'd also need to get past your big freaking ultimate in front of you.
You think it
Yeah.
looks like you hit your shark instead?
No, I'm saying it blew away.
I would have punished them.
No. Quit.
No,
You're gonna-
For
Oh,
the funny
so
aspect,
I
could we say
hate
that it
to-
hit Petermon?
No, it almost hit Winter.
Christ!
But anyways, I have to say
You
some
got
meta.
mud on her pants a
Right,
little bit.
Alright, I have to say some meta right now. Michael, what's up with you and using the living earth as your fucking attacks as your only option? You did it in Naruto, and now you're doing it here.
I mean, he had her style.
Alright, what the fuck is this thing gonna do to me?
Yeah, I don't have a weapon, so
Its blade,
I-
sword start glowing,
I'm not using a weapon, and I don't need to.
and it swings its arm down.
Alright, 2 successes.
3
I gotta roll
successes.
dodge, right?
Yeah.
3?
Yep.
Oh fuck, I didn't notice that, or 5. God damn it. And my sheet's being a bitch again.
Why are you off where Garurumon?
I'm not off where Garurumon. I'm off the tab. When I get back to the tab, it reloads.
Let's say, do you want me to tell you your stuff? Because it's working for me. 13.
Alright. Plus R 13d6, right?
13d6, yeah. 1,
Damn
2.
it hits.
Yeah, you just get slashed chest with a giant fucking claw. Oh, it has 13 damage, weaken 2, pass 2.
That's not even a claw, it's a dang sword.
Yeah, by the way, he can go over to Seedramon now.
Oh yeah, it can slash pushes into.
Yeah,
So Seedra-
Ramon has to move, but he can slash through where Garurumon X into Seedramon.
Which, by the way, also for this, it'll be the same roll, but overkill and huge. Reroll 1.
Using it on me or him?
Both of y'all, it's the same roll.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3. I get.
You want
I
me
get
to roll a dodge the first attack?
Yes, it's the same attack. He just has to dodge it. I'm re-rolling the 1s and 2s.
Yep.
Haha.
And got 2 more successes.
So 5. Jerome needs to beat a 5. Dog is getting annihilated.
Ooh.
If he's using it as pass, then he gets to roll his ram as well. But
I'm not going to do that because I don't want to overkill everything.
well, no, I mean Dog gets to roll his ram as an additional.
Oh yeah, Dog gets to roll his ram.
What's my ram, Greg? Because my thing's doing a piece of shit again.
Ram? Your ram is 4. So 4 additional die?
Yes.
So I roll 3d6, 4d6.
Seedramon fucking avoids it.
He's like, no.
I got two extra successes.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dog got 1, 2, 3 additional successes?
He got 2
Okay,
additional
5.
successes.
So 4. So it still hits, but 1. Now it's 1 die over. So what it does is it
That's also
it does 13 damage plus 1.
4 armor.
Yep.
Alright. Oh, I have 11 armor.
And that did 14, so you took 3 damage. I'm then going to say that's Ramon's turn. And
I don't think
what
that he has charge on, on Devil's side.
That's why I said that's Ramon's turn.
Yep.
Well, if
Now,
that's
what
the case,
fun thing should I do with this?
If that's the case, your ass is definitely getting self-destruct.
So far, the two that's done the
Worker
most are
Ramon
these
says
two.
4.
Mhm.
As he places his hand on Ramon.
Beacon does proc on murder.
It does, but Ramon.
Question, can I do 2 separate melee moves, right? Or
Yes.
does that have to be a melee in range?
2
Yes.
separate melee. They cannot be the same move.
I figured. That's all I was asking.
Wait,
Alright.
it isn't Wergerumon's.
I know, I'm just asking, Rick!
Okay.
But the
Jeez.
question is, I shall ask 1, 2, 3, or 4.
No, please.
1, 2, 3.
I'm gonna go with Meeny, Miny, you.
Well, death to the shark.
All right, then. Black phase. You notice part of her body ooze out in a razor sharp sight. And Michael, prepare to dodge. You want me to go get those for you?
I said yes, please.
All right, your dodge, your melee dodge and range dodge are the same. 8d6.
That's 5. That's 3
I feel-
successes.
I'm
Positive
I
note,
feel-
you have a lot of HP.
But
That's a
also, it meets it beats it. Leaves
Hits.
in space.
Yeah, but
So
no
what's the
additional
base damage?
no additional damage. Which what the move does, it has 14 damage, armor piercing 3, black mage.
So when it procs an effect, it can roll 6 dice, or however many dice it says.
5d6, which has armor piercing.
Yeah, regardless, this is going to proc the effect. And for every success on those black mage dice, it deals 1 unalterable damage.
based on extra damage.
2 successes.
I just realized some. Hey Rick, I just remember what you have in
So-
your bag.
Okay, Michael, your armor.
Remember that
Catamonga?
medicine?
True.
Oh, where the fuck is? Tydramon's armor is 9. The move is 14 damage, armor piercing 3, ignore 6. Your armor is at 3.
12
This is gonna
damage.
hurt.
12 damage.
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Oh, Michael's fine.
Yeah, Tydramon is a health tank.
Mhm.
I mean, he could be looking better.
He absolutely could be looking better.
He's in red, but he's fine. That would have killed anyone else if I didn't pick Tydramon.
Stop. Good boy.
That was Michael. If I picked any other person,
Did you just say that out loud? Okay, 1 second.
and now Sherry's
what?
turn.
Share. Oh, get attack again. Oh, fuck.
I've not moved.
Get my desk. Ow.
Dead Moon Knight.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
Baby.
Please all successes, please all successes, please all successes.
We can't have it all be easy, dog.
I know.
1, 2, 3 successes.
Oh, that's a
Two.
hit. Oh no.
1 over.
But yep.
Dreadmon Nightmare mode. It's a close blast with 15 damage.
Not using it as close blast though.
Yeah. To be fair, she's like, there. So how much would it do?
15 said?
Yeah,
So that would be 16 before defense.
correct. Well, 15.
This one have a fucking debuff thing again.
All of them do, which fear because y'all are facing. Maybe. No, what does fear do specifically?
Fear makes it so that you have that much less of a chance to hit the person that procced fear. Only one stack of fear can be active, though.
Oh, that's gonna be annoying.
Alright. That's her turn! Pumpkinmon, you just saw all that, and Lady Pumpkinmon saw all of that, but Lady Devimon's kind of trying to keep her attention on you. From the pumpkin.
Still do love the bonk.
Go to Honey Jail.
Well, I guess I gotta deal with you first, and when if there are order, then we gotta go help the others. 'Cause
Absolutely.
they need a hero. Let's deal with this ugly broad first.
Go, Jack-o'-lantern!
She holds her hand forward as she holds her hands forward as her mouth open to shoot fire. The pumpkin breathes fire.
1, 2, 3.
4.
Womp womp. Oh, 4.
That's
cool.
not too bad.
Hey,
Watch his Lady
it's a
Devon
decent-
roll shit.
Hey, Cat's been rolling the 4s as well.
Yeah.
So.
Oh,
Fuck
fuck.
you, man! She avoids.
Sorry, I opened my mouth.
Backhands it with a giant.
No, fuck it. I'm using my fucking tamer skill.
Oh.
Hold on. Now you may proceed. That is what I'm gonna do from now on.
Quick reaction, she gains her stage bonus +2 in dodge dice. Fuck,
Oh.
never mind.
I take back the button. You upset me. No button for you.
I thought that it was something else.
So she backhands the fire. And cackling. Pumpkinmon growls. "Ah! Was I really this annoying?"
Alright, well. Gonna jump up. For another tackle! Fuck!
One,
She's
two,
She is taking the
Five.
shit out. She just smacks Pumpkinmon away.
He's like,
Hey.
not this time.
You should have digivolved into me. I would have been able to handle all. Shut it!
Alright, Peter Rod's turn. Oh, he's impaled on the fucking nails of a T-Rex.
He got slashed by a tail.
Oh.
Got bonked on the head. By the way, since I made a holdable size, I'm holding it out like
I
on
just
guard.
realized why you made these Digimon, Rick. Some other ones.
Yeah.
Sniper Stinger! I'm debating on using Midnight to Fantasy! But, y'all are already asleep, it don't work.
1, 2, 4. Who is he attacking?
Dark Tyrannomite. He's trying to kill it.
Alright.
A lot of nat ones in that one.
You shut the fuck up.
Luckily, those nat ones don't do anything. Anything negative, that is, anyway.
Yeah, but
Let's see, just to make sure I got the dodge roll right. Because I didn't. I need to make sure I have that saved from now on. Okay, yeah, no, I just gotta add one more to the number. There we go.
oh, you gotta be fucking
he hit.
kidding.
But one over. How much damage, Cat?
Hold on. Snipe Sting. It 13 damage, piercing 2, and exploit 2.
Okay, so you said 13, so 14.
Mm-hmm.
4 defense, which my armor.
And then Twinkle after you're
1
done.
minute. 1 minute. Okay, so
Hey, if he fucks up he's using a range attack, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yes.
Up close range, if he fucks up, you can counter him.
minus.
I do love how Rick just had Bob on for one session, but I couldn't not give him Ghostmon. Like, that was not planned.
8.
I was planning on Ghostmon straight as well, and then you ruined it. But that's how D&D works. That's how the...
Wait, hang on.
And now you have a pumpkin, Rick.
Yeah.
I was calculating.
Oh, I
was
wasted my
calculating.
joke. Oh, well. I was gonna have Bombmon explode into Demi-Marimon.
Yeah, I was gonna mention.
Bombmon, force yourself to Digivolve to chant Rookie again to try and save the day. That
She
felt,
did.
That felt like a Digimon moment.
I feel like Demi-Marimon's gonna be appearing after Pumpkinmon, because you just went from baby to ultimate in the span of a
did.
couple minutes.
She did, yeah.
That one's a dude. That one was a doozy.
Pumpkinmon is very much wasting her a lot of energy.
So that's a headcanon why she's missing.
Huh?
I said that's what the headcanon why she's missing.
Yeah, we're Digivolving that much. Not Digivolve once of that high of level, but like she Digivolved skipping in training to Rookie.
I'm
then
waiting for you
champion,
now.
then the ultimate. Yeah, what?
I'm waiting for you now.
Alright.
Holy!
Oh,
I don't think he's
fuck,
fucking
come
up.
on!
I don't think he's fucking up!
I can't stop that.
Try, believe!
Believe,
Especially
damn it,
with
believe.
exploit.
1, 2, 3.
What did
4,
exploit do
5,
to me?
6,
It
7,
subtracts armor and dodge.
Raymon's down. All I can say is Tyrannomon's down.
He gets sniped back as y'all fall off.
I would roll, but he has to go down. Even if I get all successes on it.
Agumon's down as Pumon starts laughing, stepping on Agumon as y'all both hit the ground.
Man,
This was the mighty Dark Tyrannomon? A shame. Well, time to crush a pumpkin.
Actually, I would end it up right there.
Grame!
Gonna hurt.
Okay, just 3.
All right, we can dodge that.
As a tamer, I will be asking Tink for help.
1, 2. God damn it!
Need to beat it! Fuck you! I'm
Wait, can you use
winning!
that action thing you talked about? Can you use that to help you?
Right. Yeah. Now I use my ability.
Now you get the button.
Wait, 1 second. Meets it, beats it.
Yeah. Yeah,
That means it still hits, correct?
Yes.
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 Okay.
Let Cat fucking do. I made this. Shut the fuck up. You don't have the fucking talking stick. Do not interrupt me.
Nice one.
Deja vu.
1, 2, 3,
Whoa!
4, 5, 6,
Yeah,
7, 8,
Pokemon
9.
just dances around it, the chain flashing around laughing.
Ultra instinct.
I did an appropriate
I'm gonna
music
end
for
Lady
that.
Everyone's turn for that one, because Jesus Christ. Seedramon fucking used the. Raumon did slash at you, but did nothing.
You gonna target the big monster? Or you're gonna fucking once again ruin my fun, Jerome.
It's up to Jerome.
Actually, it's up to Jerome and Seedremon's Rebellious.
I dig. At the end of the day, I guess the decision. But I will wait for Jerome's decision now.
He said he's targeting the one that tried attacking him.
God damn it!
Well, I hate to be a bearer of bad news. Seedremon's mindset is if I kill that, I can get this over with and I could be the hero. But he will take a pot shot on Ralmon.
Ugh. I can never have my own fun.
Dog,
I'm sorry.
I'm
you're
legit
playing.
pissed.
You're playing in a group.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Pluto got his own fun, and look what happened to him.
Yeah, no, I totally deserve it. I know. Don't need to tell me. I deserve it. I admit it.
Yeah. Just
Seedremon's
but
taking one shot.
Every time I'm soloing, Jerome fucking comes in now.
Fine. This is your one time. If you complain again, I'm going to be upset.
Whatever.
Don't whatever me. I'm giving you what you want. Fire it's thank you for Rebellious, but I'm sorry, Jerome. You do get to side with Seedremon. Fire-wise, what moves, but yeah, he's shooting that.
I'm sorry for complaining, but I was legit annoyed, considering the last time we did this.
Last time, yeah, that was Jerome being a butt, but again, this time it's a mass group party fight. It wasn't a you versus Lady Devon.
And every time when I say, when Fuller says, let me handle it, we got this one, and people just ignore me.
It's just Jerome who ignores
it's
it.
just Jerome.
Why does he, though?
It's Jerome.
Ugh. Jeff!
All right, which attack are you using? Theoretically, yes. However, you have to remember that when you area attack as an area attack, the enemies get higher dodge.
Not only that, but it also technically, from where you are, would also hit dog.
Yeah, so please,
Seedremon would avoid hitting.
I only want to bring that up because, from what I know, you do not have selective targeting.
Jeff! Chill. Oh my god. Jeff, can you please be quiet?
Oh, I just thought of something very mean. Well, not mean to the enemy or cat, but I think I thought of something that I might be able to do.
Alright.
And it...
Hi, Sarah. Yeah, that would. That's all. Remember, Ralmon's here. It would not. If it was a straight line, it would not hit where Guru is. How big Ralmon? He has to would aim up, so it's fine.
4, 5.
And then, what do I get to add to my dodge?
Nothing. He's not using it as a line.
So who's he shooting at? Just Lady Devon, the big guy?
Yep, just big guy. Yeah,
No.
Icero doesn't have an area.
Rebellious does mean the GM gets to change the player's decision, right?
Yes. Well, specifically, he has to roll against Seedremon in order to override Rebellious.
Alright.
But
So,
that would directly require him to roll his Torment.
You're right. Before we continue the turn, then, would Jerome choose to let Seedremon and choose his target, or would you want to actually shoot Realmon? Him to shoot Realmon. Let's get this out of the way. This is important stuff. I can't take all the stuff away from the realm, even though he did get
Hey,
seeds of
guys.
Realmon.
It's 10 o'clock, and the person whose house I'm at is going to have to go to work at 4 o'clock in the morning, so I'm
Alright,
going to
if
have
you
to
need-
get off.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what happened.
Alright, I'm sorry.
We're
It's
about to
cool.
be wrapping up very close to soon anyway. 'Cause I do have
Alright,
work
well-
done.
See ya.
So yeah,
Yeah. Digimon choose? Alright.
then it's big guy.
I will attack big guy.
Bleh.
I also, like I said, I thought of something very mean. Not to any of the enemies.
I see that, James.
He can't. All right. So someone, Rick, did you roll?
Yeah, that's what that 15d6 is.
Oh,
He has 5 successes.
3 successes.
So that's 11 damage.
All right. What else is Digimon doing?
Icicle Spear? Potentially? Alright.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 successes.
Four.
Alright.
Ow.
That is 12 with 4 armor piercing.
All right. Petal Carnage!
Jeff, I asked nicely.
I'm
he-
pretty sure that she dodges.
Yeah.
Rick, did you see what I sent you?
I'm now doing Tropic Venom.
But yeah, Rick, did you get the message?
God damn it. Okay. Where are
Yeah,
Ramon's turn?
alright. I'll,
Technically, I can. But technically, where we are, I can technically probably make that.
What are you gonna do?
You remember Octomon's medicine?
Oh yeah.
that is in my bag. If I run over.
Hey, we're also in the
Guys are
dream
nails.
world.
What was?
Guys are nails.
Are you, dog? Are you all right?
I'm annoyed, but I'm fine.
I gave you what you want. What's on your?
His
Nothing's
dog.
on my mind.
I think we're Garurumon just Mortal Kombat Realmon.
Yeah.
Get over here!
You know what I mean? It's just
I
stab.
donut. I donut it.
You Kakyo. Oh no, you
I'll
did. No, what specifically was Abakio
From the
behind. Yeah,
I
you
did-
put your arm on his shoulder. Citramon fires straight through as Realmon just starts glitching as it melts to dust. It melts to goop.
1,
0.
another one bites the dust.
Well, that's turn.
Oh, I'm so sorry about the Sagamon.
You notice Tinkermon fly up and just start smacking Petermon with his first stick.
I want to make Octomon's medicine.
Alright, then you gotta roll well.
Oh goddamn! I gotta roll will at that. This is. I knew something bad was going to happen when I did this. I hate my will roll.
Dream World, Robin, you gotta will it.
I know.
Oh. Sorry, no.
I hate. I hate the will roll stuff.
It would have to be a high roll to conjure. Yes. Is there
Might I
anything
still
else you
just
want to
bonk?
do? You can bonk.
Yeah, no, that's all. That's all I can do at the moment.
He's distracted, so you just smack him in the face. Now, Devimon's turn.
Alright, good. You didn't roll 0 successes.
Yeah, I'm giving you the free roll.
With the face being 5 plus 1 is 6.
Yep. All right. So, James, what are you doing?
So just me and Tigermon are just beating him now.
Yeah.
This is just funny.
I was thinking.
She's in tears, screaming for him to get
A
off.
lot. I realized that a lot of my ranged attacks are now line based.
You do
I
have
notice,
one with line.
James. You do notice Peter Mon kind of kicking the shit out of all.
Yeah, and I was thinking. My max range being 22 meters, I could potentially hit 2 birds with 1 stone here.
You would have to make sure they duck.
Oh shit.
Potentially.
You can't make that call out, and Pluto, I will chance to if you make the call out.
Well, I do have a movement of 8.
That's why I'm letting James be able to call out, "Hey, duck," and Pluto would be able to duck.
Pluto
But James
Mon?
has to.
Yes,
That's a
of
Pluto.
course. I am definitely Plutomon. Yes.
Pluto, get the heck down right now,
Okay.
because I'm about to be sniping.
Just Pluto, get down.
Get down, Mr. President!
Get down
Violent
and ground.
ritual!
Violent
Damn it.
Oh my god!
It does hit Petermon. He wasn't paying attention, but it's
Yeah,
neutral.
no, I just imagine
So,
you said
but
get
it
down.
only
Me and Peter.
hits
Hang on, I got it. At the moment Petermon is looking at me, I just get down on all fours and,
And he gets blasted in the face. So it's default damage. How much damage?
That would be a nice, juicy
16.
16 damage before defense.
Peter, Tinkermon's seasonal first on his Rip Descenders. And now only one remains. But you do have one more thing you could do, James.
Now that that fairy tale menace is over,
Agreed, he said. Claws crank like Freddy Krueger.
let's
Now we
see
got
if
one
we
more nightmare to mess with.
can to be
And then
fair.
I mean, James got what he wanted in the end.
it's
I just
hero
imagine.
time.
Heck yeah.
Oh, Ben 10 now.
I
So
know.
many references.
Yep.
I know that he's immune to effects, but I don't care anymore.
Immune to fear.
Immune to stun.
Yes, I'm into basic effects. This one is. Spots.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lady Devimon X isn't.
However, I'm pretty sure Pumpkinmon's doing alright with that thing.
Yep.
Pumpkinmon could be doing better.
That's user error, Rick. This case, it's user error.
But yeah, let's see if I can damage
Oh,
this
but
hulking son of a gun mower.
it's time to put her to bed. That's what Neo Devimon says. Time to put her to bed.
For a real lullaby. Dun claw.
Yeah.
One,
You remember
two,
you
four,
gotta be
five.
saying Stun Claw in your character. Like Alago skin. That's why y'all roll it. Alright.
Safe success.
Yeah, that's 5 successes.
1,
That
2, 3,
is-
4, 5 successes.
That hits?
Are you sure?
One.
That's 4
4.
successes.
No, that's 4. No. My mind went. I read too fast. Yeah,
You know
that's
what?
4.
You know what? Screw it.
Are
Good.
you
I have huge power.
Oh, you're re-rolling the ones?
Yeah,
Oh,
boy.
4d6. Let's see how her go.
Watch, all of them are sixes.
Be nice.
Oh, that would be amazing.
5 or
James would
6.
kill still you.
One
One.
more 6.
So 2 over. Alright.
I just imagine the entire thing of every time someone rolls huge power, they're just like, I would like to rage.
Alright, that is 18 damage before defense.
Alright. Alright. I'm making Michael hold his action. Specifically after Pumpkinmon.
Yeah.
If things go correctly. And they should. Dreadmon starts charging a giant beam in his mouth. Everyone knows, people know, Tropimon says, "Alright boys, reel it in, we might have a, boys and girls, we might have a problem."
Yeah, I don't.
Nightmare! A nightmare eclipse! Pumpkinmon, you hear that and say, "Well, it's go time." Pumpkinmon says, "Winter, we gotta finish this!"
All right.
Meanwhile, Neil Digimon. Oh man, Digimon has a kick-ass name.
Oh man, Nemo has a cool name!
And there's me just like, and then there's just me over here, just like, really? Just really?
I'm a god of war, this bitch. It's my turn.
All right. I'm going to give an attack direct. I believe that adds something. I need just a sec. You look at Tamer action.
If it wasn't for the weekend, I probably would have been just fine.
You're so happy to have so many special orders. I only have some swagger.
Well, Pluto's now went back to rookie club.
It was bound to happen.
I'm scared when it's my turn, but
James, you have swagger. I have first strike.
Charisma. You know what?
Thing
Sucks,
is,
but
swagger isn't a great thing to have on a ranged fighter, really.
you know what? My charisma
It's
is
because of your.
That's
It is.
that's fine.
I'm sorry
because
for
you're
complaining.
It's fine.
It's fine. Just try not to do it anymore, alright? That's all I ask.
Alright.
I appreciate you, brother, for apologizing.
Jack-o'-lantern.
Oh, 1,
5,
2,
6.
4,
Oh, for fuck's sake.
4, 5. That's just
3,
5.
4, 5. Yes, 1 over.
Apparently,
Death
just
by a
burger.
pumpkin. Or is it Jack-o'-lantern's fire?
Jack-o'-lantern is fire. Yes.
Death by a fire. She screams in pain and agony as she melts away. It's Pumpkinmon. Just head spins and then the rest of her body spins with it.
You know, I make it.
And then she yells, "Yeet!" and yeets
she-
herself at the fucking
she
giant
also like-
monster.
Alley.
Tackle!
See. So you have a similar
You
idea
like
to
aim
me.
the face up. That's Tropiamon. Not Tropiamon. Kaijumon. Aim her head up so she doesn't blast us.
And that
1,
is
2,
7
3, 4.
successes. Hell yeah!
Oh
Okay,
my
dog,
god.
you just knock her face to the side as the beam shoots forward, obliterating all of this.
For reference, that also does 20 damage due to her adding her ram to
Yep.
the damage. Because hit and run, baby!
Yeah. You'll notice all that space just gone.
Huh.
Good thing.
I should be. I see that's like, I probably should be running. Oh well. Gotta get my club ready.
Tinkermon says,
I'm pretty
I
sure
can't move my
Wergurumon would have
legs.
gave her a thumbs up. for that one.
Wergurumon cracks his knuckles, but he can't let you have all the fun. Seedramon is like,
Let me at him. That's all I picture Seedramon saying.
oh right, Tidramon hold his action. I don't want to skip his turn entirely.
And this is technically the third round.
Drag to the deep.
Ooh.
Oh, damn!
Oh, what a shock! Michael got that. Is that this? Oh, I rolled to dodge first. I don't know why. The tendril. He slams the tendril. Ranger mail. What is it? It's ranged. I don't. I'm gonna describe it as a beam. And if it's wrong, we'll correct it. But Tidramon did it. Pumpkinmon falls.
And then bounces. Whee!
Tries to
But,
catch
hold
her.
on.
Well,
We got some fixing to do, by the way. Digivolve Digimon, please. You're cuddling with Pumpkinmon. Good. So Digivolve all your Digimon except for Agumon.
the Agumon got fucked.
If it wasn't for, like I said, if it wasn't for that dang weekend, or which one was it? Exploit?
Exploit, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, if it
Seedramon.
wasn't for Exploit, I would have been
all the way over
just fine.
here.
Pumpkinmon. The pirates also start to wake up and all look angry as well. Same with Shuckmon. Can we let bygones be bygones? I did some things to you. You did things to me. We even?
Hey,
Wergurumon says no.
I look at Agumon like, grab the
Finish
club.
her. I look
I
at Wergurumon.
I tell Agumon to grab the club.
I just do the motion with the hand, like, cut off the head. You know,
Wergurumon just blink as
Yeah.
Grandmom pops.
Well,
now bygones keep being bygones.
Shuckmon was the only one ironically enough not put in Dream Dimension. He's still asleep. And Wishmon was not there to hear it. She's mom too. Pumpkinmon says,
Okay. I might start wearing earplugs to bed.
you know she'll
I'm
revert
worried.
back to a tiny ball of fire. That took a little bit out of me.
And I'm staying with Pink.
Did great.
She's remaining quiet.
Thank you, Demi
I-
Paramon.
I'm me. It was me again.
And you'll be you again soon. But no need to
We-
force
we-
yourself.
So I did good. You're happy with what I became?
Even if you would become Lady Devimon.
And she smiles.
But I'm glad that Pumpkinmon and Devimon.
Well, hopefully I can be more just as full as this fight was.
You should
Sorry,
get
I
back
just-
to
I think-
sleep.
Yeah.
She says that. I'm just
I
like,
wrote-
I'm sorry
I-
you had to.
You can't-
I'm sorry you had to. Sorry you had to deal with that, Pink.
I don't know what to think right now. I just want to be left alone. She photos off to a tray.
I ain't going back to bed after that.
Galmon immediately fell asleep. And all of y'all are so exhausted. Y'all felt like it was like a restless sleep. Pretty much everyone got knocked the fuck out. And now our heroes got finally a chance to sleep if the fourth member of the whole Arcana has fallen. And only one Digivolution remains.
What
Well,
do you
two.
mean only one?
You're right too. I forgot about Jerome.
Poor Jerome. They're over here.
Yeah.
I forgot to skill go on back. Michael got the kill in the dream world. I'll tell him that. Yeah, you were still in the woods. This has been this episode of Digimon Digital Adventure. Hope to see you guys in the next chapter of Stories of Dogs Within Us. Bye bye.
Bye.
Fuck you, Jerome.